Yeah. This.
There's gotta be one iPhone charger in here.
There is. There's two of them in there.
Oh.
I know for a fact. It's one's white, like this one right here.
Oh.
Have any of you guys seen Creature Commandos?
No, what's that?
It's their first DC project since James Gunn took over.
Okay.
The animated TV show on it's on Stack TV, I guess.
Okay.
Apparently it's good.
It is. Oh yeah, really.
Is it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Really gory. Like.
Really?
Oh yeah, literally. One of the guys, his name's Dr. Phosphorus. He's a skeleton of radiation, and they're like sneaking into this place, and there's a guard, and you see his hand literally on the guy's face, just melting right through him.
Oh my god!
And like, it's so gory. Like you see like eyeballs hanging and stuff. Yeah. Definitely recommend it if you have spare time.
Did you see Craven?
No.
Apparently that was not good.
Yeah. Someone's like, and we made another flop.
Yeah, well done.
I think just like out of just chance, they'd have a good one all of a sudden.
Average.
Yeah, like it's almost like they're trying to do this.
Somebody needs to stop making superhero movies.
Oh, I know.
What was that?
Like one more Venom, guys.
Yeah.
This one'll be good.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, like the last one was like Madam Web or something.
Oh yeah.
I don't bother with Sony movies.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I just got trashed.
Someone said that was one of the worst movies ever made.
Well, seeing some of the scenes just out of context. Oh yeah. Oh, did you grab a vodka here? Oh, you need a.
Yeah, I just didn't know where it's going.
Great.
Oh, I see. Is it that one?
No, we just have one.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure there's a smaller one in there, but I have the space back. Oh, Alright. Damn. Hang on, there you go. Yeah. Oh, that's good for you.
Yeah, it's perfect. Thank you so much.
Ideal. Alright.
Guys, I got a big race today.
Hey, yeah, now that you're all licensed up, certified, super plumber guy.
Yeah, right?
It's looking great. Yeah. Like a big race? Sounds like a big race.
Yeah, I had this number in my mind, and first they said the amount they were going to give me was not that number.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, I'm just not going to leave until I get that. And I said to my boss, I said, is this open for negotiation? And he goes, not really. And I was like, fuck it. And I just went in. And I was listed all the reasons why I should be at the amount I want. And then they were like, that's pretty good points.
Good job.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm sure that was going to work.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, when he said it was over for a negotiation, I was like, oh shit.
I'm doing it anyways.
Well, I thought they were just going to tell you it was like way higher.
No, it was lower than what I...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
funny.
they had like...
Well done then.
They're like, this is our standard rate for journeyman.
No, fuck that.
And I was like, that's fine, but I have like a whole bunch of accreditations you guys journeymen don't. So I'm like, I'm going to argue that, guys.
Yeah, and I'm just better than you're
Yeah,
paying me.
yeah,
What axolotl?
Yeah, those are axolotls.
Oh my god.
I know, they're so cute. I have
What?
2 pairs of axolotl socks.
Axolotl
Sick,
socks.
dude.
I should have brought my slippers with me.
Did you guys watch Arcane?
Oh.
No.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I've been playing tons of Minecraft with my daughter.
Nice.
Addicted, dude.
We're playing Marvel Rivals.
I heard a lot of really good stuff. I actually watched some videos. It looks,
It's
looks
really
the
good.
gameplay looks. Oh god, it looks so. I may be wrong, but it looks so succinct and smooth.
It
You know
is
what I
good,
mean?
yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
it looks like.
I haven't had
Wow.
any issues.
I'm like, this is.
There's random times where it crashes, but I'm like, it's been out for a month.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm not expecting it to.
Yeah.
But
But I mean, like all the techniques and all the, you know what I mean? Like, there's that one, of course, you've seen it a billion times, so but it's like where Doctor Strange opens the portal,
Yep.
and then I'm like, this looks amazing.
Yeah. It's you can combo stuff with that.
Yeah.
It's like Iron Man has a huge like Dragon Ball Z ball that
Yeah.
he shoots out.
Yeah.
Right when he does that, you open the portal into the other team and blow them all up.
It just looks like they're like, how can we make this as fun as possible?
Well, yeah, it's It's really fun. I play all the roles, so
Okay.
the one role I don't usually play is DPS.
Yeah.
Because
Is it American made or is it
it's Chinese made.
Chinese made? Because someone had pointed out that 2 of the characters actually use moves from like really famous mangas.
Oh.
But they're like Marvel characters.
Yeah.
But the moves are like you actually line up with the exact moves from certain manga characters. Yeah. So it's like the animators or the someone on the team has to be like a manga fan, right?
Yeah. I haven't had any complaints yet. They're battle passes they come out with. It's a free to play game with battle passes for cosmetics.
Mm-hmm.
The cosmetics are nice.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I already bought one.
That's really cool.
Each character have like bonuses. So like Rocket Raccoon can ride on Groot.
Okay.
So Rocket is a healer too.
Okay.
Yeah, the Cancun.
And you're flying through the air.
Or I think I was on the skeleton.
Oh yeah, you were in the skeleton.
Yeah, I was like,
on the skeleton.
like a really nice roll.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, Rocket's a support, so
Nice.
it's cool. It's fun. You can ride on Groot and just like shoot people and heal people at the same time.
Fair.
That's fun.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah, they just released 2 of the Fantastic Four.
Which ones?
Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic.
Okay.
They're both good in
Okay.
their own way. She's a support, but she has like a lot of shield.
Yeah, that's her whole
Utility.
thing, right?
Yeah, so she's pretty strong.
This guy and then this guy. And what's going on there? Oh yeah, that was you and your mount. So that was the destruction over here. You were on top of that. And then
I was sharing, or I was on
You were on
Ollie's horse
this
with Ollie, so I
You are now on the horse by yourself.
don't. Yeah. And I know my opinion of daggers is out still.
yes, you did make a note of that
Were
too.
they on the skeletons or were they?
No, I had used. I had already used. I'd already done. Yeah.
I heard you saying spell, and I was like, that's not enough.
I was about to say spell, but that's not the word. But yeah, I had cast Cloud of Daggers before we finished.
Right on.
And I still have it for.
Just sounds.
I just have to move it.
What the hell did it do? Okay, yeah, and that. And you went. Here. Cool. Ish. Who's that over there? Who is that over there? Oh yeah, okay, that's like this thing. And Poink. Okay. You guys were all on horseback.
Skeletons under the new game already? Or is it still not?
Well, in the last 3 weeks that they've been roasting there, they've long since died, to be quite frank. It's like on Metal Gear, where if you turn it off and then advance time, the old ass opponent dies. Just like that.
Fair.
And also, just like other video games, if you pay $50 now, you gain a level. Or actually, you get a loot box that might have a game level in it. Oh shit, you didn't get a game level. Better spend another $50. Boom. And then thing was with you. And this is when you guys are on. Do you have your mini or I have your mini?
I have my mini.
You have your mini? In case I have some goo for you.
Thank
There
you.
you go. Some goo for Izzy. And you're riding the thing already. Where's Izzy? Good idea. Good idea. Ah, you were actually in this costume. Cool. And
Voila. I don't know where I want to put my horse, but
no worries. You can be, according to the picture. Oh, there was a wolf too. Oh yeah, that was a Corix.
yeah.
So we're not worried about that. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Boom. Cool. Just goes there. I think. Whoops. Those Legos are fun, by the way. Just seeing the photo again. Here. Alright. You can go there. You guys can go up here. And these can go there. Oops. Alright. Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting episode of Curse of Strahd, the campaign that promises death, destruction, bloodlust, bloodletting, and all those sorts of cosmic horrors that you know and love. Subscribe now, like below. With that, who cares to recount what happened last episode on Curse of Strahd?
We came across some Nefarian hooligans out in the woods doing God knows what with God knows who in a bunch of shacks. Their
Terrible
shacks
stuff.
spontaneously exploded. Nobody knows how. Their wagon spontaneously exploded. Their horses. Nobody knows how. Nonetheless,
Reports are inconclusive.
Yeah. There's a bunch of rumors going. Nobody knows. A bunch of skelly boys came out the ground and out the shed. We vanquished quite a few of them, but there's 2 big ones still left. I think that's mostly what I remember. I've got a held action on Razik and a held action on Flick, but that's it.
Yeah, I don't really remember. I'm on a skeleton. That's all I remember.
I have written down that's all character actions, so I'm assuming that was everyone. Oh, that's right. I had prepared my dagger move.
I was like a circus clown, flying around the sky and landing on things.
We had found some fancy box.
Yeah.
That's true, with that fancy hilt in it.
Yeah.
That happened. That was in the house. That was in Abelasaga's house. Oops.
It was not the Saga's house.
Yes.
Oh.
Anything else?
All I have written down was what the box said and what was in it, and then the skeletons.
We're heading somewhere.
I don't remember where.
I don't
Oh, and you
remember.
fireballed the wagon that was leaving the area.
No, it was
Somebody.
something
It
happened.
exploded.
It wasn't.
It exploded.
Yeah, it could have been anything. Could have been anything.
Sorry, my
Faulty wheel. The
Combustible
wheel,
wood.
the wheel was off kilter and
Yeah.
it just built up friction and it exploded.
Sure. Yeah, combustible wood. Just
Just like how cars do in movies.
Yeah.
chairs and GoldenEye, desks and
That makes
tables.
sense.
Everything in GoldenEye was made with that same stuff.
Gasoline in the
Yeah,
chair.
yeah.
Physics.
So
The computer.
with everything. Like it was res glass tin, really. I swear there was some shit that was supposed to shatter, and instead of making it shatter, because I guess it would have been too much, they just made the explosion really, really small.
Yeah.
So it would still burn, but you wouldn't see any. It was now wrecked. But anyhow, with that all said, you guys are in the middle of escaping, I suppose, from the gigantic skeletons. Although results may vary. So that's as we. Oh, sorry. Open.
Escape is not an option right now.
And
Oh.
yeah.
We were going back to the Wizard of Wines to get that big ol' gemstone
Correct.
back.
And according to our initiative order here, which we will carry over, Raziak, you had a held action.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to discern. Did we start at we were starting at the top of the initiative. So to make a new, we got and Void, and then Flenrick. And with that, and
Which skeleton did we damage?
good question. They're both actually quite damaged, in fact.
Wonderful.
And yeah, from what I see here, you guys burned away the skeletons with the wounded. Yeah, they were all together there, if I recall correctly. So, like I said, over the course of 3 weeks, they've long since burned. Nothing but ash right there. It's a terrible, terrible thing. But also, the spell is expired.
Yeah.
Anyway, Starting at the top with Raziak, then doing Soft and Void, Flenric, and of course back to Fleck.
I will firebolt at the skeleton that you were riding on.
Wonderful.
Almost guaranteed to be a miss unless he is miraculously low. 10 AC?
12 on the
Okay,
giants.
no worries. Do half damage on my feet. 2d10.
What are we on? Oh, yes.
Alright. 6 fire damage.
6 fire damage?
Yep.
Terrific stuff. Sorry, which one was this?
Oh, the one that he's riding.
That'll bring him to 40. Very nice.
Only we should like tame them. Ride the giant skeleton through the game.
Every time somebody lands on something, right? How about Tarask? Say, yeah, let's do it.
Mud rope.
Actually, what is it? I want to segue. I went to Vernon there, and you know, is it not Ebenezer's? Ebenezer's out there? No, what is? I think it's Ebenezer's. Yeah. And there's a place out there. They've got the full size Tiamat.
Oh my god.
And they've got the full size. It's literally this big Tarask.
Holy shit.
So I've got like a mini Tarask, but I think it'd be fun to go and get the full size Tarask and then do like a Shadow of the Colossus campaign. Where you gotta like make it like the Tarask.
Sir. Oh. And then Flick's held action will go off too. He'll fly within 15 feet of the skeleton and explode Dragon's Breath at him.
Okay.
Aiming it at the portion where you are not in. He needs to make he needs to make a Dex 14 save.
He's gonna fail.
Okay. Not great. 9 fire damage.
9.
Yeah.
I disbelieve. And this is on, sorry, which one again?
The big one over there.
Big one again. Alright, brings it to 49. Very nice. And with that, blast upon the thing as it shrieks out, sort of like a sucking wind noise echoes out from around it as this occurs.
And I'm just gonna
whistling
fly
through
over
all
here.
the cracks in its bones and everything. And sorry, which now?
Oh, I'm just gonna have him fly over here. I don't have a flick marker.
No worries. Okay. Oh, yeah, let's do familiars.
Like a bat or anything?
Yeah, I got.
I gotta make him one. I want to make him like a little adjustable stick on it.
I don't know if it'll be in there. But
Okay. Yeah, it would be
Almost
easy.
like a case you can like take part
Yeah.
on your head and change it.
Yeah.
Do it. It'd be so
He's
good.
gonna
there
this
we are.
freakish
There.
chicken thing.
There's this one too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Check through there. So yeah, you don't have to use a cockatrice.
Oh, this looks kind of freaky.
Holy crap! Can slow down on this thing.
Yeah.
All right. And as you blast the thing, sending out flames in all directions, we go to the end of it.
The Emperor's like, nah.
Yeah.
I'd rather not stay.
Do it.
I remember. Do you need to send character bits for this one? Because I might be able to finally find one.
It doesn't have titles normally. There's title list currently. So they're good.
That made me crazy. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly.
Sick.
Yeah, not bad. And let's play ball. With that, it is over to the giant you're currently riding there, my friend. Oh,
Yeah.
also correct music. Where's my correct music? Any correct music is there? No, that's not correct. He is going to attempt to grab you off him while taking a swing over towards Esmeralda as it runs towards. It's like trying to reach up and grab a hold of you and takes a swing at Esmeralda. So it gets a 3 plus bonus on you, which is going to miss. And then it gets a 2 plus bonus on Esmeralda. And that's his turn. At which point, this thing will take a batting swat at Esmeralda. Have flanking for the moment. That sucks for her. 19 will hit. And then it continues its movement forward to take a swat at you with a 15 plus bonus.
Which is.
Going to be 21.
I will
Or
use
actually,
a
22.
luck point to make him reroll.
Okay. He does so and gets a 12 plus 7 for 19.
Ooh, that'll be miss.
Okay. With that said, it takes a quick swing and hits Esmeralda on the way past. That's going to be, where are my 10s? Where's my 1? A lot of damage. Sucks to be her, times 2. Where you at, Izzy? Oh, you were healed. Okay. 24. So she takes 24 damage that clobbers her aside. She takes the damage rather than her horse, as she will ride towards this thing, and she stands up on her horse and pulls an acrobatic maneuver, being a 15 plus bonus, and she like, boo, jumps through the air as her horse goes flying past and lands back on it.
Sick.
And that's just to say acrobatics to get past. And I still haven't changed this up because why not?
I was digging for the move.
Yeah, really. So, like I say, she's like, BAM! Lands over there. It's super epic. It's amazing stuff. And then the camera pans around to show Void! How'd you do, buddy? Up on top. Oh, sorry, she also fires off her crossbow in midair, like 2 meter style. And it's going to be like twice, too, even though it's 1 crossbow, because why not? Time dilation is a wonderful thing, but 10 plus bonus is going to hit, and 2 plus bonus is the first going to miss on her part for a d6 plus bonus. 7, 8, 9. 8. No. She's going to plus 3 dexterity. 7. 8 damage. Wow, great part. Over to Void.
Is she 5 feet from the skeleton?
She is currently, yes.
Okay, so that means
You have sneak.
Yeah. Okay, so I roll a nat 20.
Hey!
Seven
This
hits.
guy coming in on the new year with a hot nat.
Yeah. I was,
We like around
when I
here.
was warming up, I was getting nat once, but this is
He
gonna
was just
suck.
yelling. I just
I
yelling.
was I was holding it. I was like, come on. So nat 20 with the first attack. Sneak attack. So that's 3d6. Sneak attack crits as well.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, all your dice
6d6
Eyes there.
plus my 2d6. So that's 8d6. I'll just roll that. Then a plus 5.
That sounds good.
It's 10, 21, 40 damage.
You literally
I'm like in his ribs near his spine. I'm just gonna like.
Just like whittling the bone.
Yeah, I'm just.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're sitting on his you're sitting right at his shoulders, I thought, because you landed on him.
Like I was calling.
I figured you'd like stomp through the one, sever the neck column, stomp through the other side, and then fire bolt down the rest or something.
Well, I have my soul knife, so it's not even like a physical knife. It's like literally going through it.
Through it completely.
Yeah, just.
That's a wicked visual, actually. So blue swipes going in all directions as you one direction and the other. The whole of it crumbling down to the ground.
Dark magic.
Fucking ends it, man. Not gonna lie, that's a lot of fucking damage. But that said, the giant skeleton completely crushes down underneath you as you whittle away quick as a thief ought. Snack. And before you know it, down, fat.
Is there anything around me that's like an object? The skeleton itself, does it stay there?
Oh yeah, there's pieces of it in all directions.
Can I like use my other action to hide?
Behind like the fragments of it.
The 20-foot skeleton that's on the ground? Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's a 20-foot rib cage.
Okay.
You know, but it's like a rib cage, right?
Or
Can you
anything
hide? Yes, I will allow that. By all means. Against the rubble of everything, for sure.
Yeah.
There is a pile of this stuff.
That is a.
I'm wondering if I have bones in the shop.
22 item.
Oh, yeah. Terrific. You disappear from view as you dig in amidst all the rubble and stuff, the bones and whatnot that fall on the ground. With that, it is over to Flinrick.
Flinrick's gonna move his shattering daggers thing into like the rib cage of that guy.
Okay.
You just hear like scratching the bone.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Whoa. I'm gonna say, what happened there?
They go black.
You go went black for a second. Yeah, so this was the
15
gimmick I added.
damage.
Oh, I like it.
I want to get one that's
How
like
much damage?
goes around.
Oh yeah, probably really sick.
15, yeah.
15 to hit, hits, yeah.
15 damage.
Oh, 15 damage.
Yeah, this is the cloud of daggers. It's just
Yeah. No, fair enough. The thing's getting whittled down almost to the point that it's not anything but a pair of like arms and a neck.
solid.
And like the rib cage is now the legs. As you're just finding the cloud of daggers, stitching or scissoring it up from the bottom, like as if you tossed it into a blender almost. The thing's magic is giving way as your 20 brings it to your 72. And the other one's toast. This one rears around. Flick takes his action.
Sweet.
Sorry, was there anything else? That was you? You just moved your cloud of daggers, so I don't know.
Yeah.
By the way, whose moonbeam is that?
There was,
I think that's from the
it
players
was
around
corn.
here.
Yeah.
It was
It's just been sitting there.
I thought you
Now
were
it's
playing for
gone. This is good for the time of the
Yeah, what is it a bonus action to move the cloud?
No, it's a magic action to move it. So I can either.
It's funny as shit.
Lame.
Yeah, I know.
From 3 moonbeams down to 0. Holy crap. Alright, Ezra.
We're anti-moonbeam here now.
Apparently. Cloud of daggers seems to be alright.
Yeah.
Also, wind wall that she pulled out.
Oh,
during
that was
last
fun.
session.
I
That was
liked
actually
wind wall.
really effective.
It'd probably be good for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Trees and shit.
Yeah, to be quite frank, yeah. Especially, with anything small and smaller.
Am I still allowed to throw a weapon at it?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah, Cloud of Daggers was your bonus action, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure.
Is that main action?
Like moving it.
Alright. I'm gonna check my javelin at the skeleton.
Cool.
Ooh, that's not it.
What'd you get? Ooh. Sorry to hear that.
Goes through the skeleton.
This is by 10. With that said, though, yeah, literally, you throw it and it goes through the rib cage
Oh, I was gonna
directly.
say it just like drops in front of me.
Didn't even have to
There's a
stretch.
really shit
Just
throw.
goes to throw it and it falls out your grasp.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
It stays up and falls.
As you move it,
Flick will do Dragon's Breath.
You're
So
like, you're like, what the hell happened?
Looney Tunes for the win.
DC 14 save for the Dragon's Breath.
It's gonna be.
Right. 12 half. 6 fire damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, the reroll ones one more time. Sorry, it said 6. Make that 7. Yeah. No. That would be 16. 8 fire damage. 8 fire damage.
8 fire damage?
Yep. And then he's gonna fly. I'm just assuming that's 60 feet there. All right, that's it for Flick.
Sounds good. Sorry. As it explodes, you had me at 7. As it explodes apart, shrapnel going in all directions. You and Izzy can make a save. Oh, and Floyd. Floyd. Yeah, what is it? Burp there, pardon me. Can make a save. Dex save for the shrapnel. Make
Ooh,
fail that
19.
save and take 1 point of damage.
19 plus something.
Alright. It's 1 point of damage or 1 point of damage if you fail to save.
If you succeed.
1 point of damage.
Oh, 1
or
point
1
either
point
way?
of damage.
Gotcha.
It's 1 point either way.
Gotcha. I see Flick get the winning kill and I say, yes, Flick, you are a champion! You are finally believing in yourself!
With that, the last of the skeletons falls and leaves you once again with silence surrounding. As you sit in the midst of Barovia, amidst the quiet, amidst the trees, and amidst the impending fog, you can almost almost see your destination there on the crest of the horizon, over the many slopes that lead to the Wizard of Wines, just off a little ways from where you stand.
Sweet.
And so as he says, where are we headed then?
Should we search the area?
Yes, perhaps, huh?
Yeah.
What were they doing here?
Well, there was a blow-up house.
And what is this?
Yes, this is
Someone
As he
blew up the
says.
house.
mysterious.
Do you see this? Yeah? She simply says as she points out on the ribs of the skeleton, you see amidst the scratches and cracks of these old bones, now, oddly enough, they've got inscriptions, ever so slight, ever so lightly engraved. Yep.
A piece of paper.
Yep.
And like
Rub it on there.
rub it.
You get a very clear imprint of the sigil. You don't recognize it as any language you've seen.
I give it back to Frazia.
I think my...
You can throw me arcane.
Sure. I think my... I had comprehend, but I think it's... Ooh, 19 plus...
Magic man.
It is an amalgam
7.
language.
Fuck,
Of,
28.
it's an amalgam language of Elven and Abyssal script that makes up some sort of poem, you think. As you note, some of these invocations, in fact, rhyme. How delightful. From death I walk, amidst the tall, I will stand and hold for all those who wish us to fall. How lovely. That's great. Oh, there's another rib here. I will bring the slaughter, I will bring the rage, for all those who seek to cage. Oh, good. Oh, look, it keeps going. How nice, how nice. And it goes on for a couple stanzas, basically making the same sort of claims that this is, soldier in service and so forth. But the thing that gets you is it's the furthest thing from Bellic that you could possibly imagine it to be.
Well, yeah, you said it had Elven and Abyssal roots?
Elven and Abyssal.
Yes, this is some sort of demon, elvish poem.
All right.
Perhaps this was
I
written
write
by
it down in
a...
my little book and put like Abyssal Elven
There you
mark down as you write the note down. I'm like, I see it right now, but I'm not writing it down.
Sorry, you're Dwarven, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm a Thayan.
Oh, you're straight up there.
Yeah. Yes. I don't think I speak Dwarven.
No worries. From there, my good friends, you are amidst rubble and whatnot, and Esmeralda has pointed that out, but then you also have the buildings to check out. I mean, the rubble of the buildings, really, but
Well, we should probably investigate the buildings. Or what's left of them?
which is these,
Yeah.
Is it just like
literally smithereens.
I can't control my horse? But Leonard's gonna
That's
pop
right.
some asses.
So, long and the short, sorry, you guys investigate or anything around here? No?
Yeah, I'll go to the one where the big ones came out of and see if there's anything.
Sounds good.
I'll go there with you and cast Detect Magic.
I'll investigate.
So with Detect Magic, and your passive investigations off the hop, you guys can see what look to be some bodies' remains buried against all the ash and destruction that came from somewhere. But as you guys are looking through this with Detect Magic as well, you sense that there's a latent necrotic power situated somewhere, you would assume either within the bodies or maybe below them. Somewhere underfoot in the one that exploded and sent you sky high, as well as the one that the ladies were investigating.
No scrolls, no books, any necromantic tomes.
Not specifically, but I want to also say that the magic, as you look around some more, is, you want to say everywhere, but seems to be focused right there, and you suddenly realize you were sensing like crawl space.
Should I
Is
go
it
in the
big?
crawl
Julius,
space?
did you see?
How big is it tall?
I don't see
Now,
what
as
it
I
Oh
was
yeah, I
saying-
would tell you.
Now I'll point out that as you come over towards the side where the skeleton popped out of the ground, you actually see that there's a hole leading into said crawl space, but it's filled in as that thing was drilling itself in and out of the ground. But there was a door underneath all of the ash of one of the buildings, of the buildings that the ladies were inside. That spontaneously blew up for some reason.
gas leak.
Gas leak. Yep.
Terrible. Nothing's up to code in Barovia.
Fortis Barovia.
It's just what it is, yeah. Hicks and their stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So we should. So there's a
This
crawl
time
space in the
some
other,
gypsies.
the one that went blew up. So we can go to the, not the one the skeletons came out of. The other one has a crawl space.
Yeah. So the crawl space goes under both of them.
That's
That's what I'm saying.
This
yeah.
one's blocked.
And I would dare even say it goes like a ways in front of it. So the two houses were connected by the crawl space.
We're going to the
You would
crawl.
assume.
Yeah.
So, do you have any healing?
Yeah.
Could I have that? If I walk in and I get smacked, it's not gonna be good for me.
Oh, wait, I gotta use a higher spell slot. Is that? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'll do healing word on you.
What's the word?
Heal.
Heal.
15.
Wonderful.
And this is to find the strap door.
No, that was just healing me.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
healing you.
it was-
Sorry.
asked if somebody could
I thought it
heal
was
me.
wrong. Somebody was investigating.
I'll investigate. So I said I just wanted to get healed before I opened the door.
That's fair. Yeah.
We're investigating just the door?
Well, you're digging for it, is what I thought. But I don't know.
Okay. Yeah,
That's what I thought too.
I want to dig for it. Yeah, let's go for it. I rolled a 16.
Okay. You managed to find a shovel around the place easily enough. Handle, pick it up, it's like burnt half off, but the rest of it's good. You clear a bunch of the ash out of the way and find a burnt rug underneath that you move out of the way and reveal said trap door. It's a simple enough looking thing with a pull ring iron on a wooden hatch. Nothing too fancy. The hinges are on this side. It seems to be without a lock.
You guys ready to go in?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll pull the chain. Or open the door.
You might want to check for traps or something.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, I'm gonna check the traps.
That's fair.
You don't have to.
What would I roll for?
You're that-
What would I roll
guy.
for traps? Just
You can
perception?
throw perception. You can investigate for traps, but perceiving on this side is the thing.
The 19.
From the immediate view, there are none. It seems safe enough with nothing attached on the outside. If anything is going to happen, it's from the inside.
Wonderful. It's all open the door still.
You pull it from the back so that if anything does come out, you're out of the way, but the only thing that comes out is cobwebs stretching from the frame to the door as you pull it upwards. The door opens up easily enough, and you see inside there's a ladder leading down into a mostly just hewn crawl space with a couple cots, a couple tables, and on those tables you see a few parchments. The parchments have what you see to be various diagrams, and from here you can see anatomical drawings easily enough with the light shining down through the hole. Otherwise, it's dusty, musty, dirty, smells of mushrooms and death.
So here.
I'm gonna stay up here. You guys can go search out the webs and bugs.
I'm gonna grab the parchments.
Okay.
I'll put them in my book. I'll just like close it on there. Was I gonna do like an investigation, like kind of look deeper, like more in, like see if there's anything else, like maybe I could go like around the wall of it. Maybe there's like a secondary room that is kind of hiding in a sense.
That's fair.
Feel up the walls or something.
As you step inside the space, you see that there are more of these bodies, but tied and bound, stored. From the ones that are situated up top, which you didn't really get a good glimpse of, but are now burnt away from from some unknown force. They were still situated in a prone position, facing up, as if for some maybe transport, maybe some other process. You're not sure. But seeing down here, suddenly you see that process in full swing, but just frozen in time, with cobwebs and such hanging off the few rafters that are supporting the floor from under here, along with tools and hoses and bags that are hanging with what you assume to be embalming fluids, as one sure enough says upon it, in both Bellic and common embalming, or embalmment. Anyhow. There's several bodies that are lined up on the tables down here. Each have a diagram that's situated over each one of them. And you can see almost immediately several of the same sorts of inscriptions that you saw on the skeletons down here. There's a set of stairs at the back of this little chamber. And it leads down further.
Go down there.
You see a bunch of... I want to point out there's a bunch of the rubble.
Yeah, now I'm gonna call down the door.
So
yeah, you
rubble
are.
has sealed up the hole over top, as obviously poured down into the stairwell and tightened it up quite a bit, such that it was once an elegant, wide, 10-foot wide and quite tall stairway leading down, and is now quite covered in rubble and looks more like a slide or a sluice. Regardless, it leads into darkness, but you can tell at the end of that darkness there be a rather large cavernous space.
Do you guys, before I light a torch, do you guys have anything magical to guide the way with lights or anything?
I mean, I can sort of like create bonfire along the way.
Oh, not like dancing light or anything?
No.
Okay. I can just do a torch then. I'll just have light a torch down here.
Sounds good. You do so. As the firelight twinkles and throbs, casting about on the various stone surfaces of this crenellated area, the stalactites and stalagmites are prominent in all directions, like gnashing teeth ready to close on you at any moment. The depth of the cavern cannot be understated as the flickering torch fails to reach the back side of it, but both sides are apparent within the 60 feet radius of the faint edge of your torchlight. That said, as you've descended down the stairs to the bottom of this, and it yawns open to reveal this chamber, basically stretching from where you are off this direction. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, stalactites, stalagmites on the floor is kind of undulating, but what you also see in the firelight, twinkling easily, are several gemstones or crystalline structures, maybe inscriptions of some sort. You're not quite sure what you're seeing at first as you wave around at this distance, but it's in a giant ringed arrangement that is rising up vertically.
Shiny.
Yeah, I know.
The rest of the chamber seems to be relatively empty, but you do see solid stone pedestals that depict statuesque relief carvings. And they're, when I say that, what I mean is they're carvings, they're surface carvings that have some depth to them. And they look like people, spirits, bodies that are screaming and trying to tear their way out of the stone.
That's super
Are there any, like, torch mantles on the walls where we can just, like, kind of light in the room so we can light up the place a little bit easier?
Actually, what's your passive perception real quick? I should have that written down, sorry.
15.
Terrific, yeah. You actually see bear with me for a moment. From where you are, you're going to see not a ring, wheel situated on the wall to your left, and next to it, lever, a rather large lever that's got like a T handle on it.
Okay. So there's a wheel and a lever.
They have, both of them, a plaque underneath.
Cal, shine a light on it.
Okay, you do so and reveal the first plaque. Well, both plaques are bronze, and the first one simply says gas, and the second one says ignite.
Alright.
And it says it in common, I should say. Are you a native of this? Well, whatever. You guys can understand it easily enough.
I'm a native of Barovia.
Oh, you can? Okay. So, yeah, it's not in Bellic. It's in the common. So I don't know if you could understand it. It looks foreign to you.
Interesting.
But Flinrick can understand it. If I'm not mistaken. You're from, like, Faerun, aren't you? And we're part of the carnival.
That's part of the carnival. I know Snipperos, but
Oh, okay.
Just that I was with the crowd.
Yeah, where are you from? The heck? Yeah, you're for.
At this point, it's sigil, so we'll go with that.
Parts unknown.
I wouldn't know common, no. So everything is just so
Flipper
odd to me.
Yeah, actually.
Leonard would know common, and he probably knows like the simple words in Alec, like where's the toilet?
That's fair. For me, let's work.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Where's the library? Donde
Okay,
If
cheese.
there's, like, the lever of the wheel, is there any like chains connected to them? Like, can I see like kind of where?
Oh, sorry. I guess you would see there's a formed chunk of stone around it, stone and wood. So there's stone runners that are leading up and like wood paneling that's running up to the ceiling. From there, the ceiling itself is you try, but all you see are stalactites.
While they're doing this, I'm gonna do a ritual and resummon my mount down here.
That sounds fun. You now have your mount again.
Cool. As he arrives, the skull, the roots like, kill me, Ashton! Be quiet, you are my mount.
What would it speak? Is it like?
Mount? The giant guy. Whatever the giant spoke that day.
Oh,
It was my buddy's character.
I would just use
That
that
poor
word
fuck.
too. Awfully noisy creature.
It is
Maybe,
a
like,
side
screaming.
effect. Yeah.
Screaming.
It is a side effect of the spell. There is no actual soul inside. Don't listen to him.
The screams. The voices.
I feel everything.
Oh no.
So there's a bunch of gems in the center of the room.
So what you see is a vertically oriented ring. Like maybe the back wall there has a bunch of sconces and crystalline writing, sigil, symbols set upon it. You're pretty sure you're looking at symbols of some sort.
What do you guys want to do here?
Can you break down the symbols again?
Can I what?
What were the symbols again? There was the.
I don't remember.
Do you remember? What were the symbols again?
Excellent question. Actually, no one's approached them to find out.
Okay.
Ah, I see. Alright, Leonard will go.
Terrific. As you approach a
He's gonna
pond,
like skip over there.
The curious.
Do you have light?
Oh no, I don't.
you hear skittering in the dark as you pass by the first set
I
of.
just go into the darkness. And,
Oh my god.
As,
well, in that case, I'm over in the darkness, and I'm gonna change my pants because I'm assuming that Flynn probably crapped his pants.
Yeah.
but-
At some point.
Yeah.
It's been several times probably at this point.
Where did the kid go?
I don't know. I was busy.
You hear footsteps
testing
a
my
distance
spell.
away, echoing from where Flenrix disappeared into the darkness. And as you approach upon what you see in the dark, wait, you have no dark vision, do you?
No.
As you run forward, or skipping forward, you end up tripping up against, and you can throw me we'll call it a dex save, I suppose.
17?
Terrific, yeah. For whatever reason, ninja senses kick in, but the point being is you're about to trip over a waist-high sort of stone structure. You actually end up...
Wait, waist high for Flinrick or for normal people?
Right, so shoulder, nose height-ish stone structure that you almost run directly into, but the crystals, reflecting as they are, give you that perfect sort of triangulation of your own position against whatever it is. And as you get to it, I'm assuming you're going to fondle this stone structure in front of you?
Yeah, probably.
There you go. You end up running into it, but not actually bashing into it. The point being is that as you feel about it, it's definitely just stone. It feels...
Any, like, holes in it? Or...
it feels rough to the touch, almost volcanic and porous in some places. You can feel holes that your fingers can dig into. Little crevasses. So where the sigils that you see are, they're definitely writings, they're definitely shapes, and you can throw me Arcadic at disadvantage.
Me?
You can throw me Arcadic at normal.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're approaching at this point.
Yeah, I was going to start looking through flip sides. Got 120 dark vision.
Okay, sounds good.
I got 7.
Okay. You look upon it and you think that would make a cool shirt emblem, or like maybe something to carve on or tattoo or something like that. Yeah.
23 on me.
Terrific. You recognize several of the sigils as those to be an abyssal elven rendition of the words travel, location, origin, destination. The rest of them say things like, you're not sure what that word is as you try to ascertain the various angles. Like it's like these are abyssal elven sigils, so they're whatever stylizations, and as you piece it together, best you have is it makes the word Haslan. Haslan? You're not sure. In any event, another one says Haslick.
I'll mention that to them.
Would I know anything about abyssal?
I mean,
like, is abyssal like known here, or is it kind of like it's like a foreign thing that we wouldn't really know?
I would say it is a foreign sort of concept to your people. There's not really a lot of study or research in Barovia for this sort of thing, so you would have the concept of like, you guys have the concept of heaven and hell here.
Yeah.
But it's just that. I think that's the.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing else.
No.
So you guys don't teach anything. Yeah, everyone dies so quick. There's barely any souls. I mean, there's no education system in Barovia whatsoever. There's barely a postal service. It's like people who want to make a quick buck trying not to die on the roads. With that said,
I just see strange symbols.
quite literally, as you stare at these things and maybe give a light squawk or something towards them, looking around in the dark, you don't see much else, but all of you can hear skitterings of little beasts, little things, rats, scurrying about, spiders wrangling away in the darkness, creating webs, draining prey.
Interesting.
You remember those, what was it? Like a gas and light thing? Should we go play with them?
Oh, what else was
we were
saying?
just
Sorry.
over there and he ran off in the darkness.
I totally forgot to mention, there's also a small tunnel, although it's a huge tunnel, smaller than the chamber, but it's quite large. There's a big tunnel over to the left, and it's leading a little distance away where you can see a shaft of light.
sized tunnel.
Thank you.
Depending on how you.
How deep is this hole, Julie? Well,
are you a rat or are you like a giant? Because
So, point being, the hall to the left leads to a couple of shafts of light that are coming from the ground, and you can see a bunch of rubble that's kind of strewn down, and you recognize, or can insight easily enough, that's where the other skeleton popped.
Interesting.
Looking around, you see bones, you see bodies littered over there, but around here you don't see much, but there are the pedestals, and as you come towards with your torch and they ignite, and also
my owl eyes.
Your owl eyes, you can see around that there's not much in here. It looks like, if anything, that is a charnel room of some sort, where just bodies are thrown, and there's a bunch of skeletons and arms and pieces and gore. Aged and old and rats doing what they do, nesting in there. Most of it is just kind of that, if I'm being quite honest. You're seeing mostly just movement from rats.
And the symbols, were they arranged on a wheel, or what was their?
Oh yes, sorry. As you approach, and also with your eyes, the stone wheel that you're seeing is quite literally that, with chevrons, quite like a Stargate, if you will. Each of them with a symbol, and the various symbols for location and whatnot. There's 8 symbols. There's 7 symbols, and then there's, like I said, the 4 original terms, and then the last 3, which were Haslan, Haslick, and Barovia.
Ooh. I turn to Flinrick and I say, Flinrick, where do you come from? Do they have this syndicated show, Stargate?
You know, I grew up watching Stargate.
In Thay, we only get the reruns. But no, interesting.
Everyone loses their tooth.
Your character develops brain cancer.
You have thyroid problems suddenly. I don't know what
That
happened.
sounds like it's literally a Stargate.
So now you just gotta find yourself a
Is
white
there
boy
like a
with sandy
keyboard
blonde
panel
hair.
Yes.
sometimes so we type in our destinations?
Well, I was just saying, you need the scientist for it.
Yeah.
Literally. You need like an Otacon looking motherfucker to, do the whole chevrons lock
Yes.
thing. I want to know how it is that they did it with all the military equipment before, right?
Mhm.
And then it shows this like big fancy machines doing their thing, moving the whole fucking wheel and chevron lock the computer doing all that thing. And then later on, they just kind of skip that whole part. They're just like, oh, it's on. It's just on. We don't have all that shit that they used it for, so it's just fucking on. Because you say so, don't think about it. So, yeah.
Can I infer to them that I think this is maybe some type of gateway? This is perhaps some sort of arcanic gateway to different locations. This symbol here, this Barovia, this one I'm not familiar with. Has land, has lick.
One of Barovia says Haslick.
I asked you. You're the local. I've never heard this term. It's unfamiliar to my ears. Perhaps to your
Whatever history.
whatever it is, your
Haslick
abomination
means.
hears.
If I'm Barovia, no.
Yeah, you can roll. You can thoroughly roll.
No.
No, you don't know what it is.
We should go back.
Actually, no. You remember now.
Oh.
Haslick is that stuff your mom used to make. It's fantastic. Compressed worms. Oh, man, it's such a good pate, basically. But, yeah, you guys call it Haslick. Yeah. It's a Barovian term.
Okay. Let's go back to this weird lever. What does this say?
Oh, the levers?
Yeah, I don't.
What is is there like an indicator? Do you know what I mean? Like almost like a Wheel of Fortune thing where it has like the pointer that tells you what it's on.
Oh, to tell you where your
Yeah.
location is? It does not.
Oh.
I will say that the
Interesting.
topmost symbol is Barovia.
Can I try to like move the wheel?
The wheel, I want to say it jostles. But then you realize it's not the whole wheel. It's actually the sigil itself, and then moreover, the plate on the front of the wheel seems to spin. You're
Okay.
not sure what's going on there. Because there's not enough room for it to spin all the way. It's like dunk hitting the ground. And you're like, hey, what's going on? Does it move? Does it come off? It doesn't come off or anything like that you can tell.
So
Looks
there's
like
a center plate?
so each of these sigils is sitting on one of these plates.
Okay.
That's about, yay, one of these times.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this bottom one is just yay.
Yeah.
You can't move it left or right because it hits like this.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't want to come off,
It
but
does
it
come
is
out.
lifted off by about a half inch of stone. Or
Does it
is
slide,
that
doesn't slide up at all?
Yes, sir.
Does it slide up?
Excellent question, and yes.
Oh.
And as it does, it slides right up off of what seems to be just a simple hook that has like a metal rod that comes up alongside it. So it's got, I should say it's got a metal hook and then a metal rod that comes up, and then on the other side it's got like a metal socket coming off the back of the sigil. The sigil itself is quite carved. As you lift it off, it goes out. The light goes out.
What if can I swap the Haslan one for the Barovia one?
You can.
Okay, I'd like to do that, and then I ask you to pull the lever.
Okay. Oh, pull the lever.
You do so.
I don't know what the lever does.
It, well, quite literally, it makes a noise.
Oh, okay.
And as you do so, nothing happens.
Can Frederick try a history check on this?
Sure.
You know, maybe in his travels.
Yeah, balance.
He might know something. 13.
You remember a limerick that you heard once upon a time through your travels through Sigil? The City of Doors. That was something like, portals of yore, portals and doors, for everyone from top man to a whore. Wherever you be, there's a door for your, wherever you go. Remember Sigil for doors.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is the wheel beside the lever?
It's a wheel in the wall. It's situated part of the whole apparatus thing. Like I said, it's had gas. This would ignite next to it.
It says what?
What does that say?
Gas ignite.
It does?
Yeah, gas.
Wait, which
Ignite.
one?
The one I didn't pull.
The
What
wheel
is
is
that?
gas.
Oh.
The lever is ignite.
There's words on it too.
I don't get that.
That's what they say.
There's a
Oh,
black
okay,
on
sorry.
it. What does it
Okay,
say?
so
Did you guys know that?
What?
yeah, I said that at the beginning.
You did?
You remember the bronze plates I mentioned?
Yeah.
Yeah, one has the wheel underneath it. The bronze plate says gas.
Yeah.
And the lever underneath it says ignite.
I
Oh.
can't read it. That's
but
why I
you
keep
can't read
bugging
it.
Flitwick. I'm like, what
Is
does it say?
it like I can like is it like a thing to open the gas or?
It's like a fire.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
a wheel on the
Yeah.
wall.
Sure. I turn the wheel.
You hear a.
I pull the ignite lever.
I backed away a bit.
I'll back away too.
As the wheel as it ignites, the whole of the chamber illuminates as you watch those sconces hanging off the ceiling flash down, and the wheel itself, the symbols that were there that were on a moment ago shut off, and then a moment later, the whole of the wheel illuminates as a singular ring throughout the whole thing turns over. And as this all occurs, you can hear humming going behind the wall, gas going, and just a steady sort of from behind it is like something's going on in the pencil. But with that, it's about a second later that the whole of the portal appears, joining with a jelly surface in the center and then spreading out across the whole of the surface like it's just forming a web before your eyes. You see a strange, dark realm, as if Barovia could get worse. And yet, the strangest part of it is that it stretches away for a distance as you see a city over yonder and then a desert waste stretching, and you can see that you're inside some sort of tower. And it's golden from what you can tell on the outside, stretching into the inside and seeming to like as veins crawl across the floorway and up the walls. And as this happens, you stare into this portal, the light reflecting out towards you. You do what?
I'm standing there just going, whoa.
Yeah.
Limerick
You said
slowly
it,
walking
the
up to
wheel-
it.
You said the wheel lit up? Like before all that, the
Yeah,
wheel,
that's
the
it.
gems on the wheel lit up?
Yes.
Oh, so
Everything lit up.
I'm more,
Like, the
I'm
gem
more
shut down.
interested
and
in the shiny gems. Like, oh my god, there's so many.
I would exploratorily send Flint flying into it, looking through his eyes.
That's a good idea. Then one of us doing it.
You guys watch as he goes wide-eyed. Raziak falls, or rather squats down as you fly through. A singular owl disappears through the gel as the whole surface ripples and bounces, and everything through that thing kind of warps around like you're looking through a magnifying glass that's being heated and warped. As you appear on the other side, or rather, Flick appears on the other side, large and then small and large and small as the whole surface undulates. You fly out the window and are confronted with the giant city sprawling away, stretching for miles in all directions, and you see traffic flying past as you make a dex save as Flick. Magic carpet flies past you. Watch out there, Money Handy! Hey, sorry.
9.
Poor Flick gets smacked by this thing. A tent that's on this magic carpet slaps against him, and he gets caught. It's furls for a moment, thrown around.
Nice.
He gets hit with one of the supports for all of 2 damage. His wings a little sore as he comes out of it and finds his purchase again. But as a whole bunch more suddenly comes flying at him as he's just flown out into a freeway. You can see flying chariots, magic carpets, and is that a dragon? Yes, it is. The thing is large and in charge, shimmering as it does against the sand's surface, and as it comes flying across the wastes, you can see that it's pulling a large entourage of carpets itself. In any event, you guys can barely see any of this, except you see a bit of a dust up happening because all you're seeing is like through a window.
Yeah.
And there's this gold, like super opulent chamber that you're seeing out of, but you're only seeing like maybe about 20 feet of it, as this portal is clearly facing a window, large arched window as it is. And when I said it's all gold, I quite literally mean the Flick flies out there, and the whole of the towers outside is completely covered in gold. But they're like veins, thick veins that are crawling up it and decorating it and shimmering in this bright, hot sun.
So it's more like this is more of an Arabian type.
It's extremely Cartarian. or calishite.
Gotcha.
Actually, as Razzie said, it was more like I remember I saw it there.
This is calishite. You uncultured dogs.
But it is gorgeous all the same, and the tower is actually part of a larger fortress that spreads away, and you can see it's this massive thing, and it's got a huge crevasse in front of it. The crevasse spreads out and stretches downwards into a glowing nothingness of red that spreads up its walls. And I want to say at your angle, you can see that the horizon literally stretches into nothingness as well, but nothing but a red mist in the distance. Dare I say you see flames looking at its edges. I need you to decide what Flick does, as he's got oncoming traffic and is actually getting blown away on that save from the tower.
That's enough for baby's big day out. I'm gonna try to have him come back.
Okay. Throw me athletics. As you're flying against the force of the oncoming traffic, dodging this way and that, you find
17?
the strength in your little wings to beat as hard as you have to, and in fact use your swooping abilities, diving and rising like Mario with a cage.
He does have flyby.
Fantastic, yeah. With that said, though, you make your way up and back into the window, as suddenly you see some strange creature coming at you. It looks like some sort of undead thing, except it's got a large bird head, from what you can tell. Gilded, in fact, as it shines and brings down this massive halberd Kopesh thing with a quick swing for a
Slice it out.
So with 5 slashing damage,
1 HP.
shitty, plus 2 necrotic, I'm going to say. You watch as the thing gets speared, and as you're feeling the wound, I want to say it's cold, it's terrible, and you recognize that it's got, if you can roll Arcana, sure.
24.
The necrotic internal spread that promises to turn something, and as you come to and see your little flicky there, as the portal "Go Heinza" echoes from behind the portal as suddenly it shuts down. But moreover, Flick is like turning into something, and like spider legs pop out of his chest before his pop disappears.
That's horrendous.
Very cool. I dig it.
Music is on point for that shit.
Through his eyes for that.
Right?
And with that, you guys are left once again in nothing but darkness.
I'll take the time to cast ritual to resummon Flick.
You do so. You guys want a short rest then? Here?
I only need 10 minutes.
Oh, it's 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. With that said, what are you guys doing for 10 minutes, if anything? Or are you guys going to smoke on
Well, are we gonna try to open another door?
Is there another door?
I don't know how many keys. He said he moved like a block.
Oh, I
There
see,
are like
yeah.
7
So
symbols,
there's like a couple symbols. We'll be able to keep opening random doors.
You could, yeah, probably. Except there doesn't seem to be more than. So I want to say the first 4 words were location, travel, origin, destination.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next 3 were, of course, Haslan, Haslik, and Barovia. So you've switched Barovia and Haslan.
So that was Hasland, what we just saw.
I thought this has one, right? I think so.
If we put Barovia on here, would it just be this portal, or is there another portal with Barovia?
It's like us. It's like Spaceballs.
Yeah. Sweet.
We call this instant portals.
There could be 2 portals that
Yeah.
happen through the Stargate.
Yeah, there could be 2 portals in Barovia.
Maybe we should do that
No,
one.
I think there was 3 in Stargate.
What if
Well, I mean, are we doing TV
Right,
series?
that's
What if this one brings us
Razzie never
to?
saw it. He
What if
lied.
this one brings us to
Curse of
town?
Strahd.
Could
No
bring us to
offshoot.
Strahd's fucking tower.
Okay, I don't know. Never met the guy. I don't know.
Sure.
I didn't want to say that.
No.
Twice? Man.
Oh yeah, twice. Yeah. No, he looked into my soul. Quite scary.
I'd be down to try Haslik. Oh, you're right. It is an hour, by the way. I just looked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad. Hour and 10 because of ritual.
We can try the other one. Sure. That's the third one.
I don't know the guy to put in there though. I will switch the tablets so Haslik is in the destination spot.
Okay, sounds fine. I'm assuming you shut things down first. Or
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Goes
Okay.
by procedure.
You go back to the lever, and push it up. Is that it?
Yeah, the whole gas thing and lever.
Okay. Like you're shutting off the gas too?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You do the whole process, going through it all, and then get it all hooked back up, and I'm assuming you do the whole thing again, and of course, the whole thing starts back up. Oh yeah, I do have it here. And away she goes. Each of the sigils lights up, igniting the whole of the ring once again, but it doesn't portal. In fact, all that happens after a brief moment is it kind of just does nothing. And amidst that, as it seems to release the gas, but not into this chamber. A moment later, you feel underneath you, as it seems to vent it instead.
Okay, let's try powering it down and put the Barovia.
Yeah.
Fire it up one more time.
I want to see. It would be fun if it went to Strahd, because then we just need like what?
We just need to kill him?
Go find a bunch of bombs.
Didn't he invite her? Didn't he invite Flimmer over for dinner?
Like they did in Stargate.
I mean, you know. Is that what you did? You just swapped the story of Curse of Strahd out?
I don't remember this in the module.
The TV series, it's super amazing. Have you ever seen it? God, it's just my favorite thing.
Yeah.
I like it more than Curse of Strahd. I have all the autographs and all the portraits. So, what are we doing? And by the way, Esmeralda is like, when are we going back to the Wizard of Oz? Don't they want this thing back? I mean, isn't that what we're here for? Why are we fussing about? If this leads to Strahd, why would we want that right now?
Fair. Did you say there was a opening, like a hallway or thing?
So this, there was an opening that led into a room that had like a bunch of shafts lit. You can basically see that that's where the other giant came up through the ground. But you can see like there's a bunch of bodies and gore and such that's left over there, and a whole swarm of rats that's just doing their thing in that space. It's a ways down away. They don't seem to be too interested in you guys at the moment. But there are a lot of rats, I want to state for the record. Just saying you might want to be ready with that pest control.
Do we want to go down there? Or are we going back the way we came?
You want to go into a pile of rats?
Not really, but I'm asking you guys. You're the ones holding my leash.
I'm not holding anything. That's why you keep wandering off. You have it the harness on with the rope, but you just no one's holding on to it.
I'd say probably just go back. For me personally, go back to the Wizard of the Wines.
Do that.
I could use a hot bath, and although they don't have much for a tub, the girl needs to. Well, never mind what I need to do. Let's just get back there. So, you guys make your way back up to the surface, finding the horse still there, alive and well.
Yeah.
You set yourselves up and ride. Time passes quickly as you make your way towards the Wizard of Wines. And before you know it, you've come upon the lone structure that sits amidst the spread that is the winery. The lone set of buildings, I should say. The several of them situated such with the clouds rolling overhead and many crows nearby.
Is that place that you're...
Oh, I want to take a look at those parchments.
Yeah. Sure. Was the place that the portal, was that like a Saiyan place? Or you have no idea?
Yeah, what I recognize it was Kalashite-ish.
It was Kalashite-ish.
Yeah.
You've traveled. That was not Kalashite.
Okay.
That was a golden city that, like the likes of which you've never imagined, and it was surrounded by flames on the horizon.
Oh.
The hellscape that it seemed to be, and the roving.
Were the buildings?
Sorry?
Were some of the buildings or walls brass?
No, there was none. There was all sand and rock all around, stretching away for miles.
Interesting.
There was
Did the people look like anything?
the people looked skeletal, as you saw with the
Oh,
one guard,
really?
wraith-like and undead, yet very, very alive.
But humanoid rather than say elemental.
Yeah. Moving and writhing and swinging that blade as quickly as he did, as quickly as a trained soldier, alive and well,
That's
barrel
cool.
and able.
That's really cool.
With that said, though, you guys come upon the Wizard of Wines and see in the distance the awaiting figures of many ravens, seeing you from a distance. And as you approach upon, coming closer to, you see the first of them.
Okay, cool.
You are back. It is a relief that you have made it. I assume good news. Please tell me, do you have this?
Well, Tish was carrying it, so I assume Tish unwraps it and then plunks it on the ground for him.
As it hits the ground, all of the ravens leap up off of the building and are encircled about in celebration as a lot of you watch this sort of ritual dance take place as they're all flapping their wings back and forth and doing a dance back and forth.
Involved?
Oh, I imagine
No, I'm not.
you're just getting all sorts
It's like
of feels.
awkward.
All sorts of feels going through you as they're all doing the celebration. And you
It's like your
feel,
extended family.
Yeah.
but a lot of you are watching as they're dancing back and forth, doing what they do, and the one of them scoops up the gem. The water, there's several of them already produced shovels and coming out of the building, and there's a bit of a procession taking place within seconds as they all make their way out into the midst of the fields. And you can see the gemstones simply scintillating in their receding light as the clouds are covering from overhead, bringing about darkness quickly on the Wizard of Wines, but not so quick as to avoid rainbows and spectrum dancing about in celebration as they dig a hole out some maybe a couple 100 meters away from the house in the midst of the winery. And you can see it's an old hole with many roots coming in just towards that hole, like a little open wound in the ground as they unearth it from the bit of dirt they unearth the bit of dirt that's fallen into it and then drop the stone down into it. And the moment they do, it seems to glow on its own with the dull warmth that a heart might have amidst so many veins connecting to it that suddenly seem to slowly rise in to touch upon it. And the gem itself almost seems to grow to meet them. With that said, you watch around you as by a simple, almost miracle, the vines, the whole of the yard, turns slowly more and more green. Within seconds, you watch as all of the fruit upon the vines slowly begins to refill with its old life once again.
Quite the bounty.
Yeah.
The many of them, of course, begin to dance again in various directions.
We need some sort of reward for
For
this.
sure. The head Martikov
Void's
there.
very jealous that I just gave away a giant gem.
Can I say something to your character?
Sure.
It's like,
Yes, Void, I noticed you did not partake with your feathered brethren in your revelry and dance. Are you shy?
I'm not from this part.
Oh,
I'm from the other side of Barovia. I have no idea what this gem does.
you're like, just because I look like
Yeah,
it.
you racist.
You look over your nose, I'm actually talking to one of the other ravens. You're like, I'm over here.
Yeah.
I just can't tell you apart.
Yeah.
Y'all look the same.
You all look such the same.
With that, the whole of the vineyard is back in action, it seems. With darkness falling quickly, you return back towards the vinery's main house, I'm assuming. The several hundred meters back, half a click-ish. And as you approach upon large, elegant log home situated amidst the acres and acres of vineyard stretching away in all directions, presents itself with a ominous silhouette in front. And as you approach upon that silhouette, you recognize it. And the Martikovs, all of them, and you recognize the language as he, the ancient, the land.
Oh,
Oh gosh. There sits awaiting you in the distance a stagecoach. A simple form with the house some distance away from it. There doesn't seem to be any dust up or ruckus. There is a bit of cold around it that you can see, frost and rot nearby it. And you can see the form figures of the drivers and the ridesmen at the back look over towards you to recognize your approach.
Can I take a picture?
Yeah,
Just turn around just so I can get a good shot. That's so cool, dude. Where did you get this?
that's a Warhammer figure, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
As it sits waiting, the door pops open.
Flicker hides right behind him.
Yee!
I've never seen this.
No. Although, I want to say that you've heard stories.
Yeah.
If you're not a good bird, Strahd will show up in his coach to take you away. So maybe you've heard of this.
Yeah.
I lean into Fenric. It would seem as though your former patron has come to pay us a visit. Perhaps he wishes for an encore with you.
That's why I'm hiding right now.
Well, guess this is for us.
As you guys approach towards,
They're not giving me any reward here. So, might as well.
as you go to walk towards the coach, the head of the house there, he walks on, he just throws a hand on your shoulder. He says, I hope for the best for you if you're truly going up to see what there is to see. But know that I thank you all for your help and take this with you. And he flips out a dagger. It's just a simple +2 dagger. But he hands it over.
Yeah, I can look dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting the dagger.
Stabby stab. Yeah, you can have
He
it.
hands it over and says, this is all I have on me. But if you return, we will have wines for you to take. We will make sure deliveries reach the town. Post haste.
Do you have any grimoires, arcane tomes, anything of the like?
I have no such thing in the house, fortunately. We
It
have no
was a
such
reach.
magical abilities. But with this, I bid you adieu, I suppose. It actually doesn't say bid you adieu, it says I bid you maro, I suppose.
Well,
A figure steps out of the wagon, tall and slender and white and gaunt, and has slightly pointy ears situated at its head. But it's dressed as regally, as nobly as one would be, stepping out of a coach so noble and regal. And just looks over towards you, waiting.
elf.
Gaunt and white, yes. Looks
Okay,
like
does he
skin stretched
take out
over
the
it.
carriage?
Yeah, standing next to it, awaiting you.
I'm still hiding behind.
I'll step forward at least halfway, give a courteous bow, and say, Lord Strahd, to what honor do we owe your visit and patronage?
As the gaunt, white, tall figure raises an eyebrow at this, looks at himself for a moment, and steps forward, and then Misty steps the 15 feet towards the distance, and appears forward, and produces with a quick, deft twist of the wrist, parchment that has the raven crest upon it. An invite, elegant and white in the moon, are now appearing behind the many clouds.
That's not strong.
Oh, it's not Strahd. Oh, you
Yeah.
did say I misheard that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's got pointy ears and white blonde hair.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Of course.
He doesn't look like the ancient black. But this fellow holds this thing out.
I was going to say, I mentioned elf because of the language. You mentioned it was elven. So that's why I said elf.
So he's just got pointy ears, yeah.
Yeah.
But as he comes towards and does the thing, holds the lock, you can see his face is gaunt, almost undead, if not completely dead. Unalive. as it were. It's basically, yeah, he's not completely rotted. He just doesn't look like, he doesn't have eyes for one day.
He's like Lurch.
Yeah, with no eyes. We'll go there.
Gotcha. I would take the parchment before kind of opening it. I'd kind of look at him and say, "And who I have the pleasure of meeting with?"
Lord Strahd, it's you to come to dinner.
And what is your name? So then, he doesn't seem very forthcoming with the information.
What if we? Yeah, so I'm just gonna peek out from behind the void. What if we don't? Like, what if we delete the invitation?
You would consider it. He says you have been here in his home for far too long without saying hello.
Well, in the very least, we don't want to be rude.
Yes. I kind of grab Flitterick and like, off you go.
No. Flitterick starts shaking.
I left him up to get him up on the wagon.
I'll remove the seal and examine the scroll to see the
The invite
the details. I guess.
indeed does name Flynrick as the recipient, but with the company of the student of one Morden Cable
It would seem as though
and other coterie and company
you are.
as
Am I the
befits,
other?
You're the other.
I'm the
as
other.
befits a celebrity. Invited to dinner at Raven. Oh my god. Ravenloft. Took me a second there.
No! I'm scrambling in the door. You foolish baby! You have us killed immediately. Slapping it out of my chest.
Okay, when does it say we have to go there, or
Give
are we
me
getting
the
picked up?
thing. I'll put
We're
it in my
getting picked up.
book and I'll have like
Apparently
the
it's
links.
No!
I have nothing to wear but these simple red robes.
As you say this,
Change drivers.
bang bang, he hits on the side of the stagecoach and a hatch opens up and the whole wardrobe fucking fires up the side. Tuxedos, finery, robes and dresses,
Very cool.
all sorts of stuff from different sizes.
Very cool.
They've even got a couple outfits for the kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, little ones. Flitter, they have your size, baby.
Oh, that's not a baby.
What was that said?
It's like a little like blue white sailor outfit.
Yeah. With the lollipop.
Popping
Lollipop, yeah.
just stuck to the hat.
Oversized lollipop.
Would you like to wear this one or this one?
I'd like to wear a tuxedo with like the tails on the back.
Coattails?
We should definitely have darker pants.
It comes with a little shelf on the bottom that has nice boots, knee highs, or spats, high heels for the ladies, and kids' shoes and such.
They have a red tuxedo?
And then they have spats and whatnot. There's a range of colors actually. You can wear a red suit, white suit.
Sick.
Take your pick.
I need to put on a red tuxedo.
And I'm gonna wear the very sleek black tie.
Very good, very good. Black shirt as well, or white shirt.
A white shirt.
Yeah. There's
That
white,
has some of
there's
those
red.
ruffles on it.
Yeah, totally. The ruffles, there's like a broad range of colors. Pick
Oh,
what you like.
interesting.
Yeah, this is a replete fucking wardrobe of noble finery set for guests to arrive at.
Okay.
And it's the requirements of the
You're
Baghdad
gonna keep
posse.
the clothes after?
You too.
Alright.
Cool.
Florence gonna choose a purple undershirt and purple boots.
Many have been buried in theirs.
That's an odd thing to say.
Did you say that you've been buried?
I'm too busy picking up my scarlet bow tie. I didn't catch it.
It's so thin. It's so new. As you're looking at it, you're like, oh man, turban,
They could see me now.
There's actually some seriously fine stuff in there. I want to say it's like silks, it's cushioned, it's the best of the best. The sort of thing
What do you
royal
want to dress
people
up
wear.
You're talking to another raven.
I'm still.
I'm behind you.
Yeah.
You mixed yourself up with the group? You over there fucking taking them.
You're like, right.
Wait a sec.
That's how I end my character. He takes them wrong.
He saw the invite, he's like, yeah, I go over and blend in with the farm.
Push
Fuck
another
this.
raven.
Yeah. Hey Steve, come over here.
You said you always want to have an adventure?
You're on one now?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see this real quick. Not enough. Nah. I'm giving it a 2. Yeah. I'd written them down, but I need to write them down. Alright.
And mine will be like, I'll have like a light brown trench coat. Like, in a sense, like, not a trench coat, but like, it's like a long coat. And then under it would be like, I don't know, like a dark blue.
Midnight?
Yeah, midnight color. It'll have like a blue set to it instead of black.
Wait, as being a bird, do you wear pants now?
Probably.
He's not Donald Trump. I hope he's wearing pants.
I just didn't know.
Smell
Yeah,
the
yeah.
all the time.
You're wearing long clothes because you don't wear pants.
Squats, I just smell his genitals and asshole.
Well, like, how human
It's not-
shaped are you?
Yeah, it's not very sneaky when you smell your genitals.
At least I don't shit myself. I'm a humanoid with a bird head. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Now I don't want to get silly, but is there something there for Flick and matching with mine?
You find that there's actually dog outfits.
Oh my.
But you're not sure if you can make it work at first. After a brief moment of jostling, one of the sort of leash harnesses seems to fit all right if you cut out the back of it a bit for the wings.
Okay.
Which you do, and it seems to work okay, although Flick is clearly not impressed.
Yeah.
I put on a black fedora. Like nice fedora with a.
Yeah.
There's a katana there too. Yeah, it's Barovian Mall made. Seriously though.
Cool.
So you grab yourself like a full-on top hat or fedora? Fedora, okay.
Yeah.
Done and done?
Would top hat be too much?
Not for you.
No, it's black tie.
To make you look taller.
Hey, what?
Just like every frame, everyone's talking a hat comes in.
Yeah.
Actually, were any of the boots, platform boots?
They are, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
There are quite a few, not only platform boots, but there'll be like just full-on heels that you can latch onto different shoes.
Okay, sick. That's fine then. I put on enough platform to. I don't know.
So basically, you get a platform shoe, and then you stick on extra platform.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
I think Hunter put me like 5 foot now.
You're on motherfucking stilts at this point. That's fine.
It's fine.
Just like this.
You're like a drywaller walking around here.
Ooh, I'm gonna grab a cane too to help me then.
The cane's like a foot off the ground at this point.
You want an extendable one? Like.
Actually, no. I guess it would be full size. Who am I kidding? Yeah, no, never mind. You grab a small one for yourself, and then you're, wait a minute, you grab a full size one, and that works perfectly. So, awesome.
Now I can be 5 foot and
Snake.
keep myself steady.
Right on. So, with that said, there's a brief wardrobe scene as you guys are getting yourselves dressed out here in the kind of moist cold of the winery's yard before everybody gathers into the coach. For that, it shuts the doors. The fellow climbs in behind you. Everybody aboard! As he closes the door with a clutch of the latch, and the whole of it starts to lurch with a crack of the whip of the driver. As you feel yourselves jostling away, the fellow sits stoic, doesn't say anything at all. The stagecoach rumbles to a full speed roll as it runs along the ground, heading out of the yard, leaving the Wizard of Wines behind it.
Did the NPC come with us?
Oh, I wanted to say, Esmeralda looks upon this and says, "Should I go with you?"
I'm gonna say no.
I would say yeah. Me personally.
She looks back and forth and says, "I feel like this would be my death,
Oh no.
but
I say no. I say don't come with us.
It's really up to her.
my curiosity." She looks at the dresses, during all this. My curiosity might get the better of me here.
You have experience in Strahd. As well.
Yes. However, I would not want to go to Strahd's castle without visiting my tower first. This is poor timing. I will not come. I will go to my tower.
So
I
it's
bid you.
Flimmer
Best of
wobbles
luck.
over and tries to get her kiss.
She looks at you as you come towards, and she just offers her cheek.
Aw. I'm imagining that he would go in and then she's going to turn her face at the last moment.
100%, you know it. And
he stumbles back.
and she's actually gonna like hold him there for a moment, ever so gently, and then let him go. And with that, she will say, "I bid you all the best of luck. This is strange." And she turns around and hey, and she hits the horse and takes off in the other direction. And as you guys get into the stagecoach and head off, leaving behind you the ravens, leaving behind the Wizard of Wines.
No.
And as you're like tucking into your
Just one or
shirt.
the other one.
Yeah.
He's like way different looking too. He's like short and chubby. And you're like, wait a second. Yeah, I'm like, did you change?
It's like 4 of the ravens came up and changed.
Yeah.
Got some new clothes.
They're all wearing the exact same thing. I have like a unique outfit on, but still gets mistaken.
Did you guys ever see that one Family Guy where the guy in the wheelchair, they get forklift driving down the street so they can see what it feels like to walk? Did you ever see
Yeah,
that?
I've
And
seen
his pants fall down.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about Flimmer. He's like walking around. He's like, finally, this was like yourself. And his
No, I
pants,
can't.
his pants fall down. Nobody tells
They're
you.
at my ankles, but like above the floor.
And they're like all the way at the bottom of your neck. No one tells you.
He's just wearing his fancy underwear.
No, hold on.
You all arrive on a stagecoach. Sometime later, at the edge of the mountain, and as it curls its way around up the mountains, you pass by the Zur Falls. Or no, actually, you pass over the Zur River and head up the mountain, finding yourselves curling around the road, heading up towards Ravenloft at its peak. As you pass by with the view on your right, you can see the whole of Barovia stretching out away, the village of titular stature, and of course, the Zur Falls and the Vistani camp, some distance down below. Coming upon the whole of Ravenloft, the massive formed figure of the fortress, clawing up at the sky, the clouds coiling around its fingers, stretching upwards, the singular tallest tower, the spire of which has several of these clouds densely coiled about it, almost hiding it. And squat beneath that, several stories, sits a large tower. Before several stories under that sits the spread of the manor and the fortress keep and the chapel at the back. You can see most of this from the outside as you make your way around on the roads, and as you come to the final gate Passing by the fork in the road, if you recall, you can see the road to Barovia at first. But then, long and short, you come to the gate of this place where there's 2 scout towers on either side, stretching up for about 6 stories. The both of them are rotund, old stone with crenellated tops. You can see the bridge making its way across, a drawbridge stretching across the canyon. And you see several corpses situated on the one side, and amidst them, torches, pitchforks, people from somewhere around the countryside. The massive drawbridge sits awaiting the coach as it comes rolling across. You can see the canyon graying out down below as the Zur River rushes beneath you. And the courtyard welcomes you into it. As you enter into the front courtyard, thick cold fog swirls in. Sporadic flashes of lightning crash and lance the weeping clouds overhead, thunder shaking the ground. A bit of a drizzle mixed with snow falling around, with torch flames fluttering on each side of the keep's open main doors. Warm light spills out of that entrance, flooding this courtyard, and high above that entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame. It's a stain of blood that seems forever unwashable off the pavement here. Center-wise with that window. The gate sits wide open after a brief moment of the loud chains rattling and pulling it upwards. The stagecoach comes to a halt. And here we are. The fellow opens the door and steps out, unfolding himself from the stagecoach and standing tall, beckoning you to step out.
I want to say this whole time in the carriage, Flimerick has been trying to calm himself as well as warm up his windpipes. You don't know if he's hyperventilating actually, or if he's actually trying to get that lung capacity going.
Could be both.
Yeah.
You're doing like the singing exercises, like 7 seashells above the
Yeah,
seashore.
all that stuff.
As you guys come upon this place, come into the courtyard and the stagecoach opens up and everything, you realize that it's very hot, despite there's no windows inside the stagecoach. As you look over towards your friend, who's basically emitting vapor like an oven, like an open oven, exhaling chimney-like hot air as he's preparing himself for a fateful meeting indeed. The massive walls of this place are tall in all directions, and the gate itself is foreboding, to say the least, but entering it upon, you find yourself surrounded by opulence on all sides. I'm assuming you just enter in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna lead?
Probably fun.
I'm the other.
You're the other.
So
You're the celebrity.
yeah.
Alright. I guess I'm just slowly walking in with my cane on my stilts.
That's fair.
Actually, would the pants end at my normal like ankle, or would they go all the way down still? It's a
I've been wondering this actually.
I mean, that's up to you. You could get full-size pants the same way you got a full-size cane. So technically that would work, right?
I have the short ones on
How
underneath.
tall are you now?
If you lose those stilts, you're gonna run around in those long ass pants.
That's why I'm wearing short pants underneath it. Yeah, I'm wearing double
Caught that,
pants.
yeah. No worries.
Or if I shit myself, then.
Okay,
So
now.
passing by these ornate outer doors of the castle, flanked by fluttering torches, sitting in iron sconces, you find yourself 20 feet inside where there's a second set of doors that suddenly swing open, revealing a grand hall filled with the sound of organ music. The organ music pipes all around, echoing ominously from inside. You can't see the source from here, but overhead, you see a vaulted entry. Overhead in this vaulted entry foyer, you see 4 statues of dragons glaring down. Their eyes are flickering in the torchlight, reflecting the light easily. Yeah. And now... You find yourselves waiting here a brief moment, unsure of where to go as these massive dragon heads stare down at you from far overhead, before the doors ahead of you open up. With a creak, large iron doors sweeping against the ground, their terrible noise echoing all around. Cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of the great dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches and iron sconces on the other side of that door. And amidst them sits an elf with brown skin and a long black coat similar to yours, who's descending the wide staircase that is situated at the other side. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles that are squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling that sits in the foyer beyond those double doors. Cracked and faded frescoes sit covered by their decay. Double doors of bronze. The double doors are made of bronze. There's double doors. Double bronze doors standing on the other side of this chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it's... Yeah. So there's double doors ahead of you, and then as you see to your left, there's a wide staircase climbing upwards into darkness, and a lit hallway sitting to your right, containing another set of bronze doors, and you hear the organ coming through that.
I would bow to the elf and say greetings and salutations.
Hello. You have come at just the perfect time, he says, as his long greasy hair drapes around his head, and he comes towards you. He's well dressed, as I said, in a great cloak situated over black studded leather armor that's made to look elegant, and he's got a polished scimitar hanging from his belt, ceremonial. As he looks upon you all, he bows as is customary in his position. I am the chamberlain of this castle. My name is Rahadin, and if you require anything, please do not hesitate to ask. Our master's hospitality is legendary. Please allow me to demonstrate it for you. Our master is expecting you. You must be... And he looks after a moment of sweeping upon you. Fenric. We have heard much of you, and yet nothing to know. You're taller than I expected. This way. And he walks away from you guys, beckoning with a long pair of fingers, clawed as they are. He seems about as undead as the other guy, but he's got eyes. That said, he leads you to the right, towards the light, as it were, and you can see the bronze doors situated on the right after a moment, so you come in and you go this way, and here they are. Moreover, there's a little jut to the left, a little tiny hallway, and you can see several double doors there. You're not sure where those would lead, as they're closed at the moment, but that said, Rahadin comes in towards these massive bronze doors, the organ music playing, and pushes the one side open to reveal 3 enormous crystal chandeliers brilliantly illuminating a magnificent chamber beyond. Pillars of stone standing against tall white marble walls and supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, though, sits a long, heavy table covered with fine white satin. The table is laden with many delectable foods, laid out with roasted beef basted in a savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables. All aboard. Places are set for each of you with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance.
At the center of the far west wall, between floor-to-ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ, its pipes blaring out the thunderous melody that speaks in its tones of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in raptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops, and as a deep silence falls over the dining hall, it slowly turns towards you. It rises off of the bench and steps elegantly over it to spread its arms and, in a wide, beckoning gesture, "Come in, come."
Nudge Flickering more.
I look at
Push
Flicker.
him in.
I stumbled a little bit. I'm like, okay, keep walking.
Rodden
As
gives a
slowly as
smirk.
I can.
He gives a smirk and walks away from the organ. A moment later, turning into a bit of a cloud of bats, and then more bats as he coils around and then finds his way across the other side of the table, across the other side of the table from you guys, where he reforms himself and starts to walk slowly towards you guys. Sorry, I was gonna get those others. Three.
Just turn into a bunch of bats.
And
Cross
then
the table
rea-
and then reappear.
So he's like up here next to the organ. So he turns into the bats, comes down off the stairs, and then turns back into himself over here and starts walking towards you.
And wait, that was Strahd playing? Or something?
Seems like it was. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's the one standing there. So he gestures towards the seats and says, "Please, I bid you to have a seat. I have been spending much time learning your language, so I actually may speak more fluently."
Flinrick swallows really hard, takes a slight bow, and goes, "Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Just thank you, Lord." Is he praying? Is he talking that guy?
Like a musician. It would seem as though you're not the only musician.
I almost want to clip Strahd's sword off there and put it on his belt or something. And then it's fine. Anyway, he stands over here. He's standing over here. The organ's over yonder. Yeah, I have something for that. That'll work. With that said, though, sorry, what are you all doing here?
I take
You
a
and
seat,
Vaughn take a seat.
flick on my shoulder.
Sounds good. Rahadin continues to simply back in his house.
I help Flickering sit down, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
They're
probably.
on weird
'cause
stilts.
yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
God,
Yeah.
Like, if all I have to get down to the floor to
Yeah.
sit down.
And then I push your chair in. It had to be like you had to lean back quite a bit. Yeah.
Like, nobody's sitting straight across from me because my legs will hit them.
Like let's use with Strahd.
Actually, maybe he does swim that way. Who knows?
Oh,
The figure,
I feel like he does.
Walks over. Sorry, is standing next to the head seat here, and then finally just sits down. You notice there's no other head seat. But the point being is, as you guys are situated, the door shuts slightly, but not all the way, as Rahadin steps away from the door and disappears from view. As Strahd takes his seat, ghostly apparitions start to appear at either side and walk in towards, carrying or appearing as serving folk to lift up the tops off of the various dishes that sit covered, revealing sauces for your appreciation. At the edge of the chamber sit various spirits dancing upon the walls, and in the corner, a singular figure with a sword and shield next to him, seeming to watch guard over everything. You can see flickers of other silhouettes walking past the seated figure and around the chamber. As the whole of everything's taking place. The wafting smells of the drink and food are incredible.
I'm going to guess that you guys maybe sit as close as him
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I
For sure.
put mine over there.
So at the moment, Flinric's just pale as a ghost, maybe even less pale, more pale. And he's sitting at the table, is shaking a little bit. He keeps smacking his cutlery and that way out.
Sorry, I have your
making
mini here.
lots of noise.
Where do you put yourself?
Right in the beside shop.
Right down.
Yeah, right there.
They made me.
Aw,
Yeah. You were invited.
I know.
as a guest of honor.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm
Flinric's
the
just
guest of other.
pale, anxiety, overwhelmed,
course.
and he turns slowly to look at Strahd, even though his eyeballs seem to glare into his soul. And he asks, or he just says to Strahd, thank you for the invitation, Lord Strahd.
Where I put the fangs. Damn it. Alright, anyway. Don't know where I put my vampire fangs. They're right here. That's good. He looks over towards you. It is most good of you to join us this evening. And he reaches over towards or gestures over towards the cups and says, please, I invite you to eat your fill, drink your fill, and regale us with song later this evening. I have guests arriving in due course, I should think. Many guests in due course. But I digress. Please tell me of yourself. Why and what are you here for?
Well, it's you know, it's yeah, I'm just playing with my book. Feeling really you see Strahd, Lord Strahd.
Please. No lord necessary, although I appreciate this. I would not know what to call you. It is not necessary. You are simply a contact. There is no need for pleasantries. Please, you are but a friend. He rolls to charm. Or no, what am I doing? You gotta roll a save. He's not making an attack yet. I'm just too big. Right. You just like rush.
Roll save.
Save. Versus 17.
18. Wait, what was I rolling
Oh wow. You're still scared.
for?
Charisma?
Yeah. So you're still freaked out by him?
Oh wait, that I need to add.
Because you
to it?
resist the
Yeah.
charm?
Oh, never
You were
mind.
resisted.
Oh wait, what?
You saved against the charm.
Oh,
Good
okay,
job,
sorry.
So
I thought you said that.
you're still on the verge of or are now soiling yourself.
I think he was like charming to calm you down.
Yeah.
So you're still scared. Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So as he looms in towards, trying to like give you the gaze or something about this scene doesn't seem right. Maybe it's the way he's looking into your soul and it's not quite the same. Maybe it's the way he's looking through you as if you're not even there. Maybe it's the way that you don't even sense that he's there, yet he's right in front of you. But it's so strange, and yet you just throw off whatever's happening there.
Flinric.
Do you crap yourself in this moment? I'm not sure. Maybe
no,
you should
yeah,
throw a constitution save.
he's definitely pissed himself.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, do you
No,
want
no
me to
save.
roll for a coup still?
No. It's not. One for release is good enough for the table.
There's no diapers in that cart.
I mean, there's kids' clothes with padding. Right.
You're probably shoes though, so my short legs. Not my long
Is
legs.
everybody else going to do anything here in this moment? Did you guys watch your friend dying on stage, as it were? Also, where are you located in this?
I'm in
Did
the
I still
middle.
have you? Oh, I saw you.
Yeah, I'm in the middle.
You're here?
On, like with them on the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all on one side.
We're all on the side.
That's cool.
I
These
guess,
guys are still milling.
if our other
We got it.
people were here, they'd
All right.
take up the other side.
Yeah, they would.
And
But they're
and
not.
Esmeralda did
I start eating. Is there food there?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. It's
I'm
been a
looking for
long
some
day.
Thayan dishes, maybe.
As you're going through whatever, the camera slightly pans and it shows all of you guys in the background, like it's just perfectly in line. And there you guys are. Man, this is great. Quite literally, the honey meat is delectable, incredible, crystalline throughout, very not too thick, not too runny, just right, coating the throat with that sweet, sweet goodness and giving that right sort of kick. The succulent meats that you pull at and find yourself chewing down are incredibly flavorful, tasty, and satisfying. With that, sorry.
So Strahd's still staring into my past and through my eyes
Well, he's
behind me.
he is, and as he continues to do so,
Is his face really close to me? Like is he
like
in?
uncomfortably close, guy
Yeah.
from Seinfeld? Yeah, a little bit actually.
Okay.
And like I said, you can't. It's almost like he's not there.
So Flinder, being super anxious right now, he leans forward to get his wine glass. Actually, he knocks it over, and then he tries to pull out the napkin off his plate, and in doing so, he kind of flaps. Strahd by accident.
Fair enough. As this happens, Strahd turns into a cloud of bats for the moment.
Oh,
Actually, make me an attack roll on this.
pardon.
Just make me an attack roll on this.
You're attacking Strahd right now.
With a napkin. I'm gonna give inspiration on it.
Use it or lose it.
12.
Plus your.
Would it just be?
You have barter? Use your own barter.
What would I add to just a regular attack?
In this case, I would say dexterity.
Are you proficient
Towel
with
whipping?
napkins?
Okay, I got 14.
That's good.
Alright.
I mean, not good enough, but that's good. So he turns into a cloud of bats again in the seat, and then reforms after the attack is over, and says, "Oh, that's such a shame. A waste of good drink." You knocked over the glass doors, man.
Yeah.
A waste of good drink. And he snaps his fingers, and the spirits come in close and start mopping it up as he turns towards you. And yeah, you can roll a save against charm. I don't know what's with me. Just excited. Yes, Strahd. Yes, Strahd. Yes, Strahd.
Fail.
Fantastic. And he says, "I have heard a great many stories of your coterie. They come from great distances, vast places, interesting destinations. I would love to know more of this land, yes. Please tell me where you come from."
I would like to give a toast to our host and Lord Strahd, a great and gracious host he is. And I say some words in Thayan.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
What do you say?
Oh,
Alright, sounds good. You can throw a performance if you want.
Like a basic cheers
Oh,
salute
it's not a good
in
performance.
Thayan.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Two cheers.
I didn't know how to perform.
Wait, did those ghosts refill my wine glass then?
Probably.
'Cause otherwise I don't have anything to cheers with. And since I'm
I
an
rolled a
artist,
7.
I would probably pick up like my
4.
I don't know. I was putting up my glass. I don't know. You
Is it
did it,
roll?
so I did it.
Oh, sweet.
I'm too busy eating.
Fair.
yeah. I don't know where the teeth went though. Actually. Is it where though? He lifts his glass in a toast, and then sorry,
Oh, I just gave you cheers.
does the thing.
Yeah.
And then lowers his glass and he says, "Please do not delay my curiosity. It is so hungry."
Yes, my dear friend. And what would you like to know? For I'm an open book and you are the reader.
Tell me, what is it that brings you to my fair realm?
My lost master, I seek him. I seek his, to make sure that this land has not swallowed him up completely.
He just stares at you for a moment as you say this, and gives a slight nod, his grin never fading. Behind him, various servants moving back and forth as he nods and says, "Your master, I would say, does he look somewhat like you?"
Yes, but not as handsome, for he's not thin like myself.
You are quite witty, perhaps you abard yourself. And my feathered friend, you are not one of my constituents. Tell me, as he attempts to charm you,
Alright.
and you can roll me a save. It's just a charming motherfucking guy, this guy.
Yeah, 19.
From where do you hail? And what is it that brings you here to Barovia?
I hail from Barovia.
Ah, but
I'm
you
here.
do not seem as the others. Why is that? What is different about you? It seems something strange has come upon my fair realm. Is this due to outside dealings? I do not know. But in recent days, there is much happening in Barovia. Much ado. I wonder what news you would bring if you were to perhaps find service with me.
Ever the lifelong scholar, Lord Strahd, I seek the arcane secrets.
And this I can help you with. He gestures towards the food and drink. This is what parlor drinks, of course, but the depth of our capabilities within my castle and without. To say the least, there is a reason there are so many from other realms that have sent agents to seek what I have to offer. And you, I assume, no less. Your peoples could benefit from what we have to offer, and us from your Thayans.
I would be in great agreement with this.
He leans back and so it is. And he hands back towards you when he attempts to charm you again, putting the attention squarely back on you. Another save if you could. DC 17 or better. I'd laugh a bit.
18.
Oh shit.
20.
You were starting to feel relaxed maybe for a moment, and then as soon as the gaze falls back on you,
It's like,
No, further, while Strahd was talking to those guys, he picked up his fork and he's eating, but he didn't actually fill his plate. He's just doing like the motion.
like right out of I have an empty plate. Fair enough. As this is occurring and Strahd looks back towards you, he simply says, "Perhaps you would care to regale us with a tale of your own then, my friend Bard. I would love a taste of what comes out of your throat."
Cheers!
At which point,
I'm fully in on it.
he situates there.
You're charmed.
He
I'm
situates
totally
himself
fucking charmed.
upwards and gives a big broad smile at this statement.
Do not be rude to our guest, please. Enthrall him with your grand storytelling.
My Lord Strahd, how about just a swift poem for now?
This would do nicely.
Okay,
Entertain me.
of course. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Crummy performance.
Oh, that's not gonna be
that was
good.
short poem.
You guys, at this point, start to hear outside the sound of chains rolling and the sound of the main gates clang together. The sound of the drawbridge is echoing as it's being yanked up. Sorry, you rolled a
12.
True. He gives a light smirk at this as he reaches across to hold a hand up and says, "I have to attest. I expected better of someone with such a reputation for travel." And then a moment later, he kind of turns into a series of bats and fizzles and disappears, giving a chortle and laugh that echoes out. And the whole of the chamber Suddenly, the lights blow out with a brief breeze as the window just simply opens up from the wind outside. The wind opens them, but strangely enough isn't enough to cause them to bash and shatter. Just open ever so gently as the breeze rushes through and everything blows out. And the organ music fizzles out. The food stays.
But we're pitch black now? You said the
You're in-
lights went out?
You're in a bit of darkness and Strahd disappears.
I turn to you and go, oh, really nice, Flimlick. You couldn't just put on a good show? He was so nice to us.
I was just so nervous. I need to change my pants, man. I haven't eaten anything.
You better
Fill my
think.
wine.
You better think really long and hard about how you behave tonight, okay?
I shove like a piece of bread in Thunder's mouth as they're whining.
Yeah.
I have nothing to eat.
I was just nervous and anxious, and I couldn't think of any other poems right now.
You should have told him about the time you shit your pants at the outhouse. That is a great story.
I don't think I ever wrote a story about that one. I don't think so. Should though. That would be a good story.
You find yourself surrounded by the spirits still attending, refilling your spilled drink from the pitcher. The fellow in the corner sits stoic. Other soldiers visit him, pass by, walk away. Otherwise, you find yourselves with a bit of a cold breeze and some snow coming in through the windows. And you can see the lights of Barovia, the town proper, far and away in the distance from where you're sitting. You can hear the squeak of bats some distance away out the window, flying past as they nod.
What was the last thing he said before he left? I was expecting that.
Yeah. With that, what do you do?
We continue to eat.
I turned to these guys. So, is he coming back?
How long does that charge stay? Yeah, you know.
Good question. I think it's an hour.
Yeah, it's an hour.
Yeah.
Just check that.
None of us have dark vision.
You're not in pitch darkness. There's
Oh,
lots of
okay.
moonlight coming in through the window. Like there's a set of patio doors there. Let me double check here. Oh no, it's overhead windows. Sorry, it's overhead windows in here. Yeah, there's like arched overhead windows.
So like a lot of moonlight, I guess.
Yeah, sorry, let me just double check this. I'm pretty sure there's floor to ceiling windows. That's what it said. Floor to ceiling mirrors. Stands. Oh no, that's at the far end. And then.
I totally had one that's like almost finished, but I couldn't got to give them like a sense.
I actually expected you to pull one of those out. Surprised you didn't.
I didn't think I had anything for that moment, and I didn't feel like, you know, daddy or
That's a hit
I
song.
was hoping that one was going to
or you know, Flimmer's back, or
I've never heard that one. Is that
no, I
new?
haven't done Flimmer's back yet. Oh, I could have done but Taddy Slappy. I don't think I've done that one for you guys yet.
That must be right after the witch encounter.
Yeah.
I don't know if you take that. You might feel insulted with that one. You never know.
Well, I am a
It's
bard. It's
involved
just a story. Like,
You guys take 8 temporary hit points from eating. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, the charm, by the way, it lasts 24 hours or until Strahd is destroyed. Is on a different plane of existence, or takes a bonus action to end the effect,
Very cool.
oh.
which he hasn't done. So you are still charmed, and think Strahd's
I do.
Well,
I think he's fucking
You guys
awesome.
think he's okay.
Is
And
that
you
like
are still scared the fuck.
Charmed, is that just like Strahd versus everyone else, or is that like a 2014 versus 2024 thing?
This is very much.
It's probably his
2014.
it's probably his like ability, not his spell.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a Strahd. Strahdy. Yeah. How about that dining? Fine dining as it is. Like I say, it's a massive place. It's got 3 enormous crystal chandeliers overhead, Norgate at the far end. Overhead windows, and there is a long, narrow corridor at the far end. Or sorry, up opposite you guys, like over here.
Mhm.
And it's an outside corridor, and that's where the windows, floor to ceiling, are with archways leading out. The archways have glass in them, and there's the ones that blew open to let the air in. The breeze rushing through there is whatever gentle, and you can see snow sitting on the ground in the hallway out there. With the curtains billowing in and whatnot.
So the double doors are open though, right?
The double doors of this place are still
ajar.
partially open yet.
Hmm.
And he has disappeared.
Mhm. Are we free to wander?
Perhaps we are free to roam the castle. We could try to find our elven chamberlain. Perhaps he will give us directions.
Yeah, let's head out somewhere then. A little deeper in the castle?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's head in. I don't know where the doors are. Yeah, we're still doing this bit. This has already been going so well already, right? Oh, it smells. Why does your pants smell?
No, he's real breathing. But I'll meet you guys in the hallway in a minute.
Flick's whispering in my ear. I'm like, yes, Flick, I think he did do something.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of times.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, when I
These
come,
pants are soggy.
they are.
Soggy
a
body
bit
boy.
heavy. A bit heavy.
No, when I come back out, my pants no longer match the rest of my attire.
What did it look like before? I kept thinking you were wearing like a white Bee Gees shirt, suit.
No, it was what I think it was anyways. It's like that black suit with like a white ruffled like sleeve top. And then I decided I wanted to wear a vest as well. And then the vest, my bow tie, and the the pocket square all matched, and they would have been like white and black.
It's like Liberace, but small.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
That's what I'm
Child
thinking about,
size.
like a very small Liberace on stilts.
Hopefully you can do stairs with those stilts on.
Oh, I think I'm gonna assume that Flindrick took them off.
Oh.
Because now everybody
that's a
would
good
be,
idea.
it would be too obvious that he's on stilts.
It'd be,
Because I
but
don't
it's
like
not weird
my
that now you're
long
2 feet shorter.
No. Basically, I always stand a few stairs above you.
Okay.
So what's the story, guys?
We were gonna leave somewhere.
Wander the
Yeah,
castle.
we're gonna
You
wander.
end up outside the bronze doors, or you go through into the narrow hall outside?
Oh, it's either outside or back. It's kind of cold outside. We're gonna stick
I
inside.
mean, the piss is warm. But it'll
Well, they
freeze.
just changed.
Yeah, we're gonna say that Flindrick changed.
Maybe we go back through the bronze doors and stay
Like back the
inside.
way we came.
Yeah, and then there was a foyer with like other ways to go, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
You
Yeah.
have a bunch of different directions.
Yeah,
We
so
have
maybe
that,
let's start
He-
backtracking.
elf
and then-
guy.
Yeah, he even came down from stairs.
Yeah,
So,
so maybe we should.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
If we can
I'll
find that
I'll
elf
follow
guy, we can
That's what I was
ask
thinking.
him for chambers or something
Yeah.
so that Flindrick can actually like take a bath. He probably still smells.
So that's fine. You go looking for Rahadan. Stepping out from those bronze doors, you find yourself back in back in a adjoining hall where torchlight's fluttering against the wall of the vaulted area. East of you, to your left, sits the arched hallway stretching for 20 feet and ending at a spiral staircase that goes up and down. Next to that hallway sits a suit of armor, oiled and glistening, standing at attention in a shallow alcove across from you. And otherwise, as you step out in here, you can hear nothing but silence and the sound of your own heartbeat echoing about. You see cobwebs overhead, dust hanging in the air, and you don't hear or see any sign of the elf. You can hear a meowing of a cat in the distance upstairs, maybe.
Monarch's gonna go see the cat.
Upstairs? We're going upstairs then.
Me too. I'll follow.
If I was wearing a harness and whatnot, I would just be pulling on that. Right?
So from where you're situated, you can see a set of broad stairs from where the elf came down over yonder. And then there's a set of spiral staircase ahead of you.
Can I tell which way the cat's coming from?
Sounds like it came from down the hall, actually, the broad staircase.
Okay,
So from the broad stairs?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. We'll hit those up.
Yep.
That sounds fun.
Same.
With that, you all had the flight, finding yourselves ascending massive stairs that are rising at 20 feet by 40 feet long to hit up the landing, and then from there onwards to stone arches supporting the ceiling covered with frescoes 20 feet overhead when you hit the top of those stairs. So floor to ceiling, this room is 20 feet. The frescoes overhead depict armored knights on horseback. The finer features have been faded beyond recognition from tarnishing years. Dust floats heavy in the air here. That's an appropriate response. At each end of the south wall, a staircase rises into darkness. Between the staircases, you find twin alcoves, each one containing a standing suit of armor covered with dark stains. Each suit of armor clutching a mace, the business end of which is shaped like a dragon's head. Words engraved in the arches above the suits of armor have been scratched out.
Interesting.
You said all the portraits are faded, like we can't tell anything about them now?
There's ceiling frescoes of this.
Ah.
Yeah. So they're, how is that? They're part sculpture, but then painted in. Yeah. Otherwise, the Great Landing here leads, as it were, bear with me, you know what, I've got the big map. How did I do that? Oh, I slipped in the back. Yes, it is. Just use that thing. Hello. And, yeah. Jesus, there's like 20 maps? 12 maps? Yeah, 12 maps. Jesus Christ. Jesus, there's 19 in here. And they're not very well numbered, I swear.
Yeah,
They do their
I
best.
felt that too. It's so hard because there's so many different floors, and some are like half floors.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, like I say, from there it goes up, and you end up at. They don't make it easy. Feeling dumb. Is that? Yeah. Okay. We're here. So that's. What am I fucking looking at? It's supposed to go to map 4. I'm looking at map 4, like what? Sorry, bear with me, guys. Yeah, okay. Alright, so anyway, yeah. Next to the stairs from here. So you end up at a landing, is what I'm saying, and there's a suit of armor there. A set of suits of armor. Next set of stairs goes up to the next floor. Did you say that right? No. It goes 2, yeah. Walking up, you end up at. Oh, okay, yeah. Wow, okay, I see what they're doing there. Sure. All right, cool. Makes sense when you get it. All right. You guys end up walking up the next set of stairs into a dim, to find dim light from the courtyard. Falls into this great hall. So to your right here, through a large stained glass window that depicts the here. Let's just go there. Yeah. Sorry. Dim light from the courtyard falls in this great hall through the broken glass and iron latticework of a large window at the west wall. The immense room is a place of chilly, brooding darkness on across. You see a singular throne room on the other side, empty iron sconces dotting the walls. Hundreds of dust-laden cobwebs draping the hall hide the ceiling from you. Directly across from this window stands a set of double doors in the east wall. To your left, from where you're situated. On the landing there, there's 2 sets of stairs that lead up to this place, is it? Let me double check that. It says... Okay. Hello. Yeah, totally. Okay, my bad. So there's this suits of armor and then stairs on the other side that led up to this place. So, anyway, with that all said, you guys are situated across from a throne situated on the other side, central to a set of angled walls and a flat back. The throne's actually facing away from you guys as you enter in upon. Like I said, empty iron sconces are dotting the walls here, so they don't actually have any torches set in them. The room's lit by just the courtyard, and it's a bit of colored light coming through the few remaining shards of glass. The throne is high-backed and sitting on a marble dais that's reflecting light coming in. And otherwise, you are alone in this chamber at the moment. Like I say, there's a set of double doors situated directly to your left.
There's a throne on a dais.
And there's a throne on a dais, and the throne's facing at the back wall. Across from you guys. So the whole of this chamber is I think it's about 50 feet, 60 feet in length, 70 feet at the back. And as I said, there's angled walls coming towards. But
is there like a lantern or anything we can light? So we can see
empty sconces all across. So if you had a torch, you could put one in there.
I just don't want a big thing, you know what I mean?
We could light one, put one in.
Yeah, I could do. Let's do that then. I'll just do that. I was hoping like a little lantern I could just bring around. That's not as crazy as this torch.
What does the throne look like?
It's obvious.
Yeah.
It's a wooden, ornately carved thing that has cushions mounted on the sides. It looks quite noble. Definitely a lord's chair. The dais itself is a polished marble coated in dust. You can see a few scratches from footfalls ancient and long ago. You see, like I say, you can see old tracks all around this chamber for the most part, although it's quite dark. You also see there's a mandor in the darkness at the back of this chamber. A mandor, a small
mandor.
So there's the large double bronze doors, grandiose and ornate. But you see a singular door situated. If you're facing away from the stairs that you came up, it's to your left at the back corner of this chamber.
I turn to you and I say, "That is a pretty cool throne for a pretty cool guy."
Yeah, imagine if he sat on it.
Oh, this is sacrilege to my friend Strahd.
Maybe it'll feel cool sitting on a throne. You should try it. Be just like your best friend Strahd.
I could never do that to him.
Unless he told you to.
Yeah, oh, in that case, I would be on that throne in 2 seconds.
I would have pointed the mandor behind the thing, like, hey, look, it's Flemrick's door.
He's not a man, that's a baby. Man.
I thought a mandor would be shorter.
No, I think he meant like a regular size door.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. I thought it was a smaller door. door.
No, I think in relative size, this huge double
Oh,
door.
never mind.
But now you point out, saying, perhaps we should investigate this
Fenric, do you want to sit on the throne?
this baby-sized door.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Raz says, I would not recommend this. This is clearly my
Fenric
friend's
sits
throne.
on the throne.
I jump out the window.
You jump out the window.
No, I don't.
Okay, it's like, let's go.
Yeah. Hold on to me.
He tries his best.
So
Fenric sits on the throne
you climb up onto it.
like a baby.
Just like hands, pull myself up, one knee onto the back.
Where me and you are literally just probably 10 feet back, standing there just watching this happen.
I go, first you give that lackluster poem and now you sit on the next chair? I think I don't even know you.
Why aren't you guys holding on to the harness? Why aren't you holding the leash?
There's nothing attached to
Who
it.
dropped you? Who dropped me?
So according to random encounters and random roll table, as per that random encounter, you find a pair of old socks on the throne.
Interesting.
This is a random roll, but that said, they thought the socks are quite elegant, but because of course they are noble and forgotten. They're not crusty. They look brand new. They even got the tag on them.
I'm glad
Imagine they work. Like, wait a
I'm
second.
glad they
Was it
were.
just dust?
Ashes. They're full of ashes. What the heck is it?
That's atrocious. I love it.
It's like,
But as it were, yeah, they're a bit big for you.
Yeah, probably.
But you can use them as sleeves if you really wanted to, or sock puppets. And,
Ashy.
hey, it's Ashley. It's not. That said, though, they've got the crest of Ravenloft on them. It seems that Strahd has literally left a pair of old socks on his throne and walked away. Or somebody did.
But they're clean. So.
But they're dusty but clean.
Custom socks.
Can I rush over proclaim, these are my friend's socks. I must keep them safeguarded for
I'm
him.
just starting to reach for them here.
Get your hand over it! And what now? You want to ruin his socks? You ruined the poem?
Ethan, what do you do? With that in mind,
Oh, man.
His feet must be so cold. He needs these.
you wanted to head
Go
over.
bring them to him.
Yeah.
Now you
I
got
keep
that.
them warm. We're gonna ball them up.
As you guys are watching upon your friend Flinrick here, sitting in the throne
Without socks.
without the newly
At least
found
the
socks.
pants are clean.
Sure.
For now.
What do you do next?
Go.
You've got a door to your left, or sorry, sitting in the throne, you've got a door directly to your left, in the wall there.
I'm gonna go through the man door behind the throne.
Yes.
No, that's the door to the
Oh,
left that I
oh,
was
that
describing.
Let's
Yeah.
go that one.
Yeah, I want to check out the Mando.
Just got up on the throne, guys. When it pops off. Sticks the landing.
Oh, expertly.
Runs
Couple of
over
the-
like the little person he is.
A couple spirits manifest and like raise up signs. You can't see them because they're etheric.
Yeah, just 10. 10. A 9. And he shrugs.
Oh yeah, right on. You, as you're walking towards the door, you hear on the other side a clacking. You want to say? You hear a mumbling and a murmuring afterwards, and then you hear a couple other, and then a bit of murmuring.
Can we hear, like, is it like, just like discussion? Or is it just like weird sounds? That's what murmuring is? Okay.
Oh, it sounds like a Roomba.
What is a Roomba?
You know what a Roomba is? Those little robots.
No.
Oh, sorry.
You can
That's
throw.
a
I
Roomba in
was gonna
D&D.
say you can throw perception if you want to listen at the door. That's fine.
No, I didn't realize you were talking as your throat person.
23.
48 coin added column 2. 23 gold added column 2.
We should probably not go in there. Seems like they're counting
2
something.
platinum coin.
Perhaps we take a tiny peek.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Maybe you'll find Strahd in there.
You peer inside and see dusty scrolls and tomes stretching along the wall of the room inside. More scrolls and books lying scattered on the floor around 4 heavy wooden chests, fitted with sturdy iron hooks. You see the only unobstructed floor space directly in front of the doors that you're slowly opening. In the center of all the clutter stands a great black desk. You see a figure, an old man, crouched atop a tall stool, scratching on a seemingly endless scroll of paper with a dry quill pen. Nearby, there's a tasseled rope hanging from a hole in the ceiling. He has white hair, gaunt eyes, but is very much alive and very Barovian as he sits there with an abacus and then dips his quill and full gold, 3 copper coin.
And he looks alive, not
Alive,
like
alive.
I'm dead, alive.
Yeah, no, he's
Something
not.
like that.
He's not a zombie. No. I mean, he doesn't look like he has much cause to live or life in him.
He's got the vigor of an accountant.
Literally,
He's a fucking zombie.
he looks exhausted. Look at that.
Oh,
poor fuck.
yeah.
Look at him right there.
Yeah.
Look at that eye. Look at those eyes. Just,
Oh, yeah.
only seen in numbers and parchment for however long. But do you roll stealth on this?
No.
Right. As you slowly do this, he does not look towards you.
Interesting. I do my whole greetings and salutations. My name is Raziek Firebeard.
Hello. I'm a guest of the master.
More than a guest, I am an esteemed friend of Lord Strahd.
Welcome. Sorry, did you introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Raziek Firebeard. Esteemed friend, Lord Strahd.
He goes on these simply without moving from his stool. And as you enter upon, you can see he's got a thick chain going from his ankle to the desk. It's just coiled around enough so that you can see he moves around without his shoe and can probably make it down the hall to a bathroom. Anyhow, so
I'm gonna have a hard time looking past that.
as he looks at you guys, he looks around the chambers, and he's got a bit of a smirk on his face as he gives a nod towards you all, and he says, "Exploring the castle, is it? It is always good of guests to get familiar with everything. There is much, I am sure, to see," he says with a bit of disdain as he looks down at his parchment and dips it, pushes over a few. 2 gold.
And any recommendations for the castle for us to peruse or intrude ourselves?
I would love to suggest such things. However, I have no idea of this castle whatsoever. I have never seen anything but these several walls.
Yes, lost in your books and your numbers. Everyone must have a hobby and a passion, and I will leave you to it.
He gives a slow nod at this as you look around and let's see here. As you look around and don't see much else aside from everything you've described, he gives a nod and says, "But wait, perhaps you can help me. I will say there is a simple matter that continues to bother an old man in my role, is that they simply do not know the extent of my master's wealth, and so I cannot have an accurate record." Perhaps you can help me find all of his wealth.
Your Master Strud has obtained a secret amount of wealth that you are not aware of, is what you're saying.
And yet he keeps me to maintain accurate records, which I cannot do. I understand if you do not wish to do this. The Master is an intimidating figure and can be quickly frustrated. Not that I wish you to repeat my lines. For he is an intimidating fellow who is quickly frustrated. And I do not wish to repeat this, because he is an intimidating fellow. who is
Yes,
quickly
go on.
frustrated. So please
What was
avoid
he
mentioning
again?
him, simply because he is an intimidating fellow who is quickly frustrated.
Yes. Perhaps if we locate this hidden treasure, you could better allocate the funds for my dear friend Strahd. And such, this would be a favor I would do for him, as I would do for you. And what is your name?
My name is Leipzig, Mr. Leipzig.
Leipzig.
He holds out a hand as he stretches himself, the clatter of the chains rocking as he puts a foot down to lean over his desk. His age belies his agility. He seems to be fairly quick and spry still for whatever reason. You assume as you shake his hand, feeling his skin and the suppleness of it, he is being preserved in some way.
I see. Do I notice his spryness? I guess I do, since you told me.
That's what I'm saying.
It is a benefit that Strahd has kept you chained up with your spryness. I would not want to see you cartwheel down the hallway.
He gives a smirk at this and reveals several teeth that are a little too white for somebody who's just chained up as such, further establishing he's magically being preserved.
Yeah.
Just a perfect set of pearly whites. In any event, as he looks around and says, I know of some of his wealth, but not all of it.
Do you know where perhaps this hidden treasure must find itself?
I suppose I could trust a few of your Count Strahd's friends.
Dearest of friends.
Yes.
And the other.
A dear friend, a celebrity, and a charlatan.
He gives a nod at this as he
You're talking to
leans
like a
back,
stuffed
grabs a piece
crow.
of parchment.
I'm like, come on.
And actually, sorry, you've got
Crow on the windowsill, just flew in.
No, it's like a mantled
Yeah,
crow
oh, yeah.
that's just sitting there beside him on the table, talking to it, and I'm like behind.
This is way.
Yeah.
You're staying beside it. I'm like,
I didn't see a difference.
yeah.
Oh.
Perhaps I drank too much at dinner. I'm seeing double.
Okay. As he draws this map, you note that it's got several floors to it, and he finally ends it off with telling you that this treasure is in his brother's tomb. In Strahd's brother's
brothers.
tomb.
How does he know where it is if he's never explored the castle?
I was told by Rahadin of this during one of many conversations. You've of course met Rahadin, the Chamberlain of Castle Ravenhall.
Cheers.
What's the
Gives
brother's?
me the
What,
creeps.
what
He
is
gives me meals,
what is
so I
Strahd's,
endure it.
what is Strahd's brother's name?
Sergei, he simply says. He is long dead, killed in their brotherly feud, as I have heard, cried out by the master. He pushes over a few more beads on the abacus and scratches a couple more numbers down, moving a few coins onto a scale and off the scale. You can see behind him a whole bunch of stacks of coins sorted in various piles. A sort of chaotic cloud of order, if you will.
What was the brother's name again?
Sergei.
Sergei. I do not know this Sergei, but I know Strahd, and something tells me this Sergei had it coming. Strahd did nothing wrong. Just
Perhaps
want to
he
put
did.
that out there.
Perhaps Sergei's greatest crime was in fact to love, where his brother knew none.
Aw.
Perhaps you know not the story of your friend and what he did, or what he is
No,
capable
I
of,
have not
perhaps.
heard this story. Not from the great storyteller.
Flimrick.
Flimrick.
He's
Is
so
this?
small.
Yes.
He's finally got his hands on the counter. He's like, can you tell us?
Yeah. Perhaps tell us. Yeah. Jumping up and down on the thing. And the man's just like, what are you?
Sorry, that is our baby.
You brought a talking baby into this haunted castle. Long story.
They were invited.
It's a very tiny man. Very tiny fancy man. Levels of fancy you cannot.
I am a tiny fancy man.
Yeah. You try this room so you cannot fathom how fancy he is. You blow your fucking mind.
Don't get too close to him either.
Yeah.
He'll just stab you.
I do
Yeah, that's
like to
true.
stab.
That's true.
And oh boy, do I have daggers.
He is small but incredibly dangerous. This guy.
Especially to themselves.
Yeah.
And at that, Flimrick was just pulling out a dagger and he was trying to jump up to land it on the desk to hold him up there. He misses.
Oh my
Through
gosh.
his hand.
And he's hanging with the dagger, so his whole body was off the table, but his hand's stuck.
Yeah, that works. I was gonna say he misses the table, but I didn't. I ended up stabbing his foot because
Oh.
on so much force.
Nice.
So now he's just kind of whimpering.
He's ever anything before.
He doesn't want to pull the dagger out.
Nice. All right. It's a part of you now.
Because I want to start things.
I'll be like, look at this coin. Pulls it out. You're like, just flashing out. Why do we give him sharp
Yeah,
objects?
give me my dagger back.
I give it back.
And you wipe it off on my sleeve.
Jeez, that's a new
Put it back in my
outfit.
belt. Well, it doesn't match anything anymore. It's still my little bow tie.
As you guys have this map handed over to you, Leipzig, or Leaf, as he is, simply says, if you reach the tombs and manage to find it, and return here, I would be most appreciative. It would be proof of what friendship means, I suppose. For you would be helping Strahd with the counting of his true treasures.
Always welcome to help a dear friend, of course.
He gives a nod at this as he rattles around the room, grabbing another set of parchments to bring over towards where the one that he was working on is starting to run out with all the numbers. He coils that one up and sets up a new parchment. The old one, thick as a phone but coiled out, as he lugs it over to a bookshelf and slides it ka-tunk into place, and then comes over towards the coins and with a little like gambling rake of sorts, pulls one stack of like all coppers into a drawer, and then closes that drawer and the next drawer for all the silver coins. Anything else you wanted to do in this room? Oh, I should mention, doors wise in here. What do you got out of here? I believe there's a pathway past him, across from the entryway that you came in through. Yeah, there's a door across from where you came in, next to some end tables.
Oh, it's like a door on the far side of the counting room?
Correct.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, right. That's it. Yeah, that's the only door there. Damn it! I keep looking at the area numbers. Fuck.
Does his map go through that door, or does it
Did I
go the
just
other
sit
way?
there? Yep.
Yep. Okay. Well, do you guys
Yeah.
want to
As you look at it,
follow the?
he states, "You can follow through this doorway. It leads with stairs all the way down to the catacombs. I would recommend you step lightly and perhaps avoid sight of anything that moves down the catacombs.
That sounds great.
Is this,
Consider it friendly advice,
is this-
not a challenge."
Is this going to be worth doing? Like, why do we need? We're guests here. We could just go enjoy
That's true.
a meal.
That's true.
We don't want to.
Catacombs sound kind of dangerous.
But also so cool.
What do you think? What does Raziak think he should do?
Part of Raziak's like, I don't want to meddle with Strahd's business because he's my friend, but
Is this because you're so charmed?
I'm charmed as hell.
Okay.
I'm
Right.
charmed as hell. I'm
24 hours.
I'm
I mean,
charmed
you were
as
as well.
I passed.
No,
Oh,
I'm the
did
only
you? I
one,
thought you
yeah.
failed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. You're the only one.
Yeah.
Never
Which
mind.
makes it more apparent than the two of you. I don't know. I do feel like he probably wouldn't. Like, if Strahd wants to keep his treasure hidden, that's kind of his business. Like, if I was to look at it from a charm person, that's what I'd probably say.
I
I say we
don't.
keep exploring.
I don't want to go down there.
Yeah.
So I'd rather. I don't want to upset.
And if I wasn't
The
charmed,
Lord.
I also don't think I'd care about helping this. Just rather.
He's chained up for a reason. Maybe Strahd doesn't like him.
I told you, he's too spry. It's for his own
Yeah.
good, alright? Drop it.
We need to put chains on this guy.
Yeah.
But what if the thing that we need
Yeah, we need
to
to get
kill
some chains.
Strahd is
For...
in the basement? In the
Don't
catacombs?
Oh, he keeps like his own thing in the basement. So dangerous.
You're gonna make him mad. If you
Yeah.
mention anything about harming.
Yeah, what the heck? What'd you just say?
What time? All I said was that down in the catacombs, Strahd has the perfect gift for himself, but we have to
Why
go
would
get.
he put it in his catacomb? We need to find Strahd and return his socks. His feet must be so cold.
I think I saw him wearing socks. That day.
Why were you looking at his feet?
Like, that's the one part that you don't get to take with you when you burst into bats.
Yeah.
Just your socks.
He bursts in the bath and his socks in the cloud of bats.
Must have been wearing shoes, right?
Yeah, just the socks stay. The shoes go through.
I'm assuming he doesn't wear shoes without socks on.
Not that assuming, my friend.
He must have more pairs of socks. I don't know how important the socks are.
You don't know what the sock. First off, you have like calloused feet, so you know nothing about
No, I
socks.
don't. I just don't understand the point of socks.
Yeah, you're like, what are these? You put them on your feet and stuff?
Feels warm.
Yeah, yeah.
It's great.
What'd you call these?
K&A.
Peak warmers? Nobody said
They look
that.
like
No.
they look like
Nobody
gloves
said
to
that.
me.
Yeah.
Without finger holes. Why would I wear
These
them?
are poorly made mittens.
Yeah. Like, if Strahd sewed these himself, he needs to wear them. I don't know how that would work as gloves.
Perhaps he has very tiny thumbs.
You obviously left them there for a reason. What else was that big giant throne for?
True.
You know, if we come back in like 12 hours, they'd be crusty. But we go
Naturally.
Crusty socks.
Well, you wouldn't want to do that on your own throne.
That's what that was, the masturbating hall.
Yeah, that's my throne.
It's the secondary
It's
room.
He's like Louis C.K. He brings in an audience and says, "So, do you mind if I?"
It's leave.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, right.
just leave. He's like, I'm chained up.
Straw just watches him and establishes dominance. It's a kink thing. These vampires, man, whoa. In any event.
You live for that long, I think you build up some habits.
So where do you want to backtrack? Where are you gonna go?
Yeah, I guess that.
So that throne room had a door, an entrance or a walkway or something that we didn't go through?
Yeah, there was another door or something.
Let's try that.
Let's go to that one. As long as it doesn't lead to the catacombs.
I mean, there couldn't possibly be anything worse than this castle, could there?
Yeah.
Could there, guys, no, seriously, could there? Sounds good. So you guys head out towards the double doors, back to the audience chamber where you see the throne on directly ahead of you. You turn right and head up towards the double doors and give them a yank. The yawn opened to reveal another set of double doors directly 10 feet ahead. Between these doors, a 10-foot wide corridor stretches north to south, as it were, here. And at each end of the hall, floating in the darkness, is a human skeleton clad in the rust armor and tattered livery of a castle guard.
Like laying there or standing guard?
Floating,
Oh.
as it were.
Even funnier.
They're floating against the wall.
There's how many are there?
They're, yeah. Good question, actually. There is, one on either side of the hall, directly to your left.
Are we supposed to wait at dinner for him to come back, or he just left? Like, what did we?
I think I
I
got
think
set
he
up.
was insulted.
Oh, he
By the
was
poem.
insulted. Oh,
And he
then
left.
Sorry, it's one skeleton. I don't know why it says skeletons. Yeah, it says skeletons, then goes to skeleton, but it is one skeleton. Hanging center-wise, like a decorum. So where you're situated, there's 10 feet between this double door and that double door. There's a guard skeleton floating at the back wall to your left. And that's the hall here. Otherwise, is about just lost sight of it. Damn it! There we are. 40 feet wide and 10 feet from one set of double doors to the other.
Are we ignoring the skeleton and walking through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't need to touch everything.
Seems like par for the course.
Mr. Touch everything.
Well, yeah.
That's
He's
his
calling
stage.
me a child, so I might as well. Really
Yeah, true. That's his stage name. Mr. Touch Everything. He's going on stage and fucking lights flying.
I think that's a different stage from what I usually play on. I don't use any instruments for that.
As you make your way towards the doors and yank them open,
Who's leading? Oh,
No, I have enough. What? No.
I'll
I can't
lead.
even open these doors. They're like the handles. I can't. They're above me.
He's swinging off at knob.
wow. All right. As you open up the door, you see a procession of a bunch of objects, seemingly carried in invisible hands as they bob up and down in front of you in a bit of a procession down the hall that stretches ahead. The hall itself is 20 feet high, dark vaulted ceiling draped in cobwebs as anywhere else in here, and you can hear a low moan traveling from the length of the corridor. The sound of it rising and falling, intoning sadness and despair. A breeze strikes you from across this hall. You can see a set of double doors far and away on the other side. This area.
As all these objects are floating by, I tell you to don't touch it. Mark it down.
So the one thing you're not gonna touch is this.
Yeah. Oh, now you're Mr. Touch Nothing?
Yeah.
I
Mr.
know,
No Touch.
I know these ones are good.
You see several.
Been there, done that.
You see several goblets being carried, silver goblets, a food tray, empty, freshly washed, and a couple of handkerchiefs, as well as amidst them a leather book, black velvet dust jacket over stitched leather. The crest of Ravenloft upon it.
Looks like somebody lost their diary.
It looks quite large and robust as it bounces along. You just let these objects float past.
Are they just like?
They
they're
seem
not
to be
kitchen-
carried by unseen servants.
Excuse me, what type of are they like kitchen plates and stuff? Like
They're decorum. It looks like wall plates and such.
interesting.
Wall plates, candelabras, goblets for decorum, and an ornate book.
Are they like kind of going into another door or room? Or something?
They're heading towards you, actually,
Oh.
from a distance away in the hallway that you've just opened up.
I
This
think-
hall stretches ahead of you, by the way. It's 20 feet wide and stretches ahead for easily 70 feet.
I'd sort of like step aside and I'd like to see where they go if they pass by us.
For sure. You watch as they head in past you. Turn right and head down the stairs from the audience hall.
Maybe it's our second course meal.
Well, there's no food on them. They look freshly washed.
Oh,
All I'm assuming on everything's magic. Right? You can just
It's not like Strahd's gonna clean his own plates.
sure.
Certainly doesn't have enough servants in this place.
Does
They're all dead.
food not just appear like it does in Harry Potter for him? You just have to have platters out.
Oh shit. He doesn't think enough happy thoughts to make it happen.
Yeah.
With that said, though, as you guys stare ahead, just real quick, what do you guys do? You guys make the trek through the hall?
Yeah, I kind of see what's I want to see what's down this hall.
Okay.
You?
Like I said, there's a set of double doors at the
No,
far
I don't
end.
want to go to the place. I was wondering, like, why are we even staying here?
We're already
Yeah.
here. We heard the gate closes.
Yeah, it's over a crazy
My thought
Yeah.
tavern or
is
something.
my thought is we try to find like a bedroom and make camp for the night.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try.
So we
Find
went down
a-
the hallway and just keep
Find
opening
some
doors.
find a bedroom.
Speaking of place, we got a bench and find a bedroom of some
Yeah.
sort.
Okay.
As you guys proceed down this long hall, you watch as the procession of baubles and objects floats past. As you see the... what's your passive perception? It's quite high.
Passive is passive perception is 14, passive investigation is 16.
Yeah, as you look on the books and baubles that are floating past, you don't see anything more special than I've described.
Okay.
You would note that they're old parchments that are stuck in the book, not just pages that are properly journaled in, but extra stuff that's wedged in there. That said, though,
Oh, one of the things floating by was a journal, like a diary.
yeah, like a big velvet black leather-bound book.
I feel like that we need to grab, guys.
Do you need me to grab it?
Yeah,
Alright.
with your deft hands.
My def chance.
Sleight of hand, my friend.
If anything happens, I have warned you.
Yeah,
well,
I converted to Mr. Touch Nothing.
This is not great.
I'll inspire you.
Alright. It's a little better. 15.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a bardic.
I'll give you a bardic inspiration, yeah.
Is it D6?
I'm pretty sure it's a d6.
Do it.
19 then.
Terrific.
You can do it.
Oh, sorry, it's a d8 now.
Whoa.
I forgot it went up at level 5. My apologies, guys. There.
Sorry. Busted out the big.
You grab a hold of the book.
22.
Terrific. You grab a hold of the book and manage to slip it from the grasp of whatever you kind of feel trying to scrabble with unseen fingers against your deft hands. As you grab a hold of the book and slip it from the grasp, you hear a as it disperses. The rest of the items peacefully just proceed on.
You just killed somebody.
And as you hold the book in your hands, it feels heavy to say the least. It feels luxurious, the black velvet cover of it.
Do you want to do any checks on it just
Yeah.
before it opens?
I'd like to crack it open and have a perusal.
Sounds good. As you do so, looking
Let's say
in
something about your best friend Strahd.
Whatever I'm reading, I'm ready. If it's bad, I'm gonna say it's a book of lies. Get this trash out of here.
Roll Arcana.
Sure. Number one is?
Oh, yeah.
It's mine. Yeah.
Oh, that's one.
Good stuff. You immediately recognize the first of many spells detailed out in what looks to be a magic spell book.
Oh no.
And as you flip back to the front
Wouldn't have
cover,
touched it.
it says, to my endearing son, Stradvan Zarovich, on the day of your conquest success, your mother. And I had her name a second ago, and it's just fucking dashed out of my head. In any event, as you look between all the different pages, the various journals, you see the incantations for things like blight, a spell to suck the very life out of something.
Can I
The
copy
familiar,
those down?
yeah, absolutely. The familiar prestidigitation.
Ooh.
There's a bit of necromantic, animate dead,
No way.
and so forth. Many, many spells in here. Many fearsome, terrible spells, including animating objects and scrying. With that said,
So that's like a family grimoire.
yeah, it seems to be. Now you guys are moving down the hallway, as it were, looking for a bedroom. It's terrific. You're gonna.
We should put the book back after. Yeah.
So it's gonna take you a while to copy this out, you realize. But,
Yeah, keep it overnight maybe, and then.
a long rest might be enough. Yeah.
Cool.
That said, as you guys, for a couple of those, you might want to look up how long it takes to copy out spells.
Cool.
But as you guys are making your way along this hall, it's a long 70-foot thing, right? 20 feet wide. Adorned as it is with fine brickwork, frescoes overhead, archway and such, you're heading towards another set of double doors, bronze, thick, and foreboding in the distance, as you suddenly hear a scraping sound of stoning and stone, followed by the squeaking of a bat, and in the direction of the noise, you see the fanged massage, outstretched claws, and flapping black cape of a vampire. Bearing down on you from above, a deep-throated chuckle filling the hall, as you see the absolute form figure of one Stradvan Zara that should furl itself from overhead the door ahead of you and come flying towards.
I found your salt, my lord.
And he took his book.
And from there comes to black, and the credits roll.
No.
Started running a little late there, actually. It struck me. You started cleaning up.
No, it's all good.
Time is
I usually have like a 9:15, 9:30 window.
So that said, though, would you like to do it was released?
I've never actually been charmed, so it was actually really fun to play like a charmed player. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Right on. Love this guy.
Yeah, that was really good. No, it was really cool. It was really cool. Lots of cool RP stuff. I think I actually might know where that portal opened. 'Cause I think I did something similar in mine. When I just had the name, I'm like, I know that name. But nonetheless, really cool shit. Really enjoyed it. It's kind of nice with 3 people.
Yeah,
It goes fast. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love everyone at the table, but it's like, holy shit, with 3 people, it's like, it's very like, bing, 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 bing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like when you have like if you have the right chemistry with a larger table, it's great.
Yeah.
If you don't, it can be slow.
Yeah.
It's all about that chemistry, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, you guys have had as many sessions together, so there is that as well.
Yeah, we've got chemistry together, so.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree. Like when you get 3 people in an intimate game, it goes by a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Totally, absolutely.
Yeah, very cool.
If we, Otherwise, Rebecca, would you hit with regards least?
I did like stuttering in front of Strahd, but I do wish I had pulled out my songbook and said "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star."
I was surprised by that, honestly. It would have gone differently, I think. If you had
Yeah.
Daddy, daddy.
I didn't want to sing "Daddy, Daddy" or like the other ones are like fast upbeat songs.
Fair enough.
I didn't want to do that, and then I did remember I had
Mr. Strong would like that.
the
Yeah, play it. Play that funky tune.
What I didn't like was Courtney not being here because I feel like the four of us are just.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna miss you so much,
Exquisite.
man.
Yeah. Honestly, my heart goes out.
Yeah.
What's
This is
the?
awesome.
Do you know what the window there is?
I have
Or
no
is it
idea.
just foreseeable future?
I have no idea.
Fair enough.
I don't. Actually, that's why that's the only thing she messenger told me. So
Her boss
Fair
had a heart
enough.
attack?
her boss's husband has a heart
Oh, sorry.
heart surgery or something.
Mm.
I don't know all the details, but
Okay.
she has to kind of deal with taking care of him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's out for
And
a
it's a small
while.
business, so it's like.
Oh, yeah. You
employees.
can't really
Yeah.
fall back on like 10 of the
No, there's like only 4 people who work there.
Are they hiring a replacement, or is it just? Yeah. No, fair enough. I'm asking you all these
Yeah.
questions.
No,
No, fair enough.
Yeah, like, what kind of credentials do I need to work there? Maybe Courtney will hire
You
me.
need to be.
Yeah, right.
They would lose you too? They would lose you too?
No.
We need a perk to build into
That-
the
Well,
that's
it's
gonna
like
be
like
sad.
on D&D too.
I mean, you've been looking for work the whole time. Mind you, if you get a bookkeeping or accounting job, you should end up like fine.
Yeah.
And then you can like rush here from.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, seriously.
looking for work?
Yeah, I've been looking for work since August.
I don't know. What are you kind of looking for? Just,
Bookkeeping or
okay.
administration.
Okay, I'll keep my ear open.
Yeah.
For sure.
Otherwise, anything else?
I don't know. Yeah.
Sean, would you like what you have? Shane, sorry. Would you like what you have was originally ceased?
I was like,
Fucking do that,
being
sorry.
wrong this all the time. You charmed me.
Yeah. I like the first roll I got was a crit.
Hell
Was very
yeah,
nice.
dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
40 damage.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
That was a heavy fucking hit.
Yeah.
I was a
Yeah.
little worried. I was like, these guys are, and then
Just to end it.
like it. I like that.
It was good. Yeah, my character, he's been here a long time, so he knows the dangers of Strahd. So that's why he's so kind of back.
Sure. You were real quiet about that.
Yeah, I'm like,
Thanks for the warning.
yeah, I'm like,
Why are you?
I'm
in the
kind of
office?
here. I didn't want to go with the wagon. Like I know what, like I live here and I know what Strahd is. So me, like at dinner, I'm just like head down. Don't even like really talk to him. Don't piss him off. So I haven't touched anything, and I'm like don't want to piss him off because I know like something's gonna like don't want to anger the Lord.
Yeah.
That's why he's like when I briefly said something, I said my Lord and stuff. I didn't like I just looked very professional. I didn't want to piss him off. Especially because we've been dealing with all the skeletons and stuff, and
Yeah.
I've seen skeletons, what they do and stuff. Like, I don't want
And, like most of the staff are skeletons.
my guy's all about
Undead.
survival, right? So you have to survive by kind of just to keep your head down when the big threats around.
Yep. Yeah, fair enough.
I'm looking for where you sent me his history, actually, just to review that. Forgotten that detail. So,
I didn't. This is my second character. I didn't send anything.
okay, I was wondering if that had any.
He's just a mercenary that lives in Barovia.
Yeah.
So like he knows how to survive. He's trying not to piss off the Lord of the land.
Okay, fair enough. I thought there was something I missed about like what you knew about the place, the way you were talking there.
No, I've just been. I don't know. I've never been in the castle. But
That's good.
I
That's
know
fair,
everyone knows Strahd in
100%.
Barovia.
So I'm
So
all for it. Yeah. That's why everyone.
no, there's nothing,
ravens and
no crazy background twists or anything with this
He's
guy.
no.
He's a
He's
local.
been living in his land for
He's been surviving in his land.
Yeah. Fair enough. I like the pacing, like you said, 3 players, all that. They go by a lot quicker. Otherwise, yeah, especially liked how fast the first combat got resolved. The random encounters throughout Strahd, this place were kind of funny. You haven't seen servants, and that was a random roll actually, number 6, leading to the spell book. And then, the castle's a lot of fun. Been meaning to get everybody in here for a while because it's a good touch and crawl. And I'm looking forward to the next session. We'll see where this goes.
We didn't get a long rest then.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry. Also, everyone takes, I want to say 2,000 experience for the sesh.
2,000.
We leveled last time, didn't we? Or
I'm not sorry, you guys are like level 6 now, aren't you?
No, we're still at level 5.
Oh, okay.
I think we stopped. Because it's been missed and stuff. I think we've
after
gotten confused about the XP.
Yeah, but after that, Julie said, we're level 5 plus the 500.
Yeah.
And plus 10 because of the erection that time. I don't know if I missed
I missed a bunch because I was in school.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping count.
I think that I missed a couple before that, but the other time I've missed has been like canceled because too many of us can't go.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's right.
Okay.
Unless you want us to be level 6, then I'm just
Not as yet. I mean, how far away from level 6 are you guys?
about halfway.
Okay, that seems alright.
Sorry, a little less than halfway.
Yep, that seems alright. Cool. Right on. Yeah. Good session.
Thank
See
you
you
so
guys next
much.
Monday. My esteemed pleasure as always. And for the home players, we'll see you next D&D time.
Hey.
Same D&D channel. Remember to like